Yes, sir. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the Sorry Shoot Podcast. It's your boy ARP. Shout out to the entire chat coming in. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all as always. We got some stuff to talk about. We're gonna start the stream off today with battle rap. All right, I got some battle rap updates to go over. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Hitman versus Murda Mook. I'm gonna talk about some stuff that I heard from Hitman yesterday. Some spooky stuff. Um, Yeah. After battle rap, where we going? So we had a rap out of Atlanta, T Hood, that passed away. I want to talk about that situation and some of the dangers that we continue to hear about that. The allegations and the stories that are, kind of surfacing around that. Now, we don't know 100% for sure, but we're going to talk about it and then we're going to go from there. What else do we got today? We got Karl Malone. Karl Malone had a recent, well, not Karl Malone, but Patrick Beverly and shout out to Ron had a recent stream talking about Karl Malone. I want to talk about the past about that. I want to talk about his current status, how we feel about that situation overall. We got some movies and some music to close out with. Of course, you know how we do on the weekends. And I got some other little small pieces of news like Whack 100 and Drake that we're going to, touch on briefly as well. But this is how I want to start the stream, because the battle rap side of things today, it's going to be two sides. It's going to be the battle side, like the actual rapping and what's going on. But then I got another side of what all battle rappers need to do. All of them. Every last single battle rapper. Something that you all need to do. And this right here is kind of like a warm-up for me, even going in that direction when we get to the second piece of battle rapper. I know some of y'all right now is like, what the fuck is ARP talking about? Y'all know me. I string and theme things together, so I got y'all. But let's start it off right here. These people hit 1 billion before everyone else. All right, let's take a look. You got Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber in the world, right? $1 billion from YouTube. First YouTube billionaire. I don't go to his channel enough. I need to go study his channel. And being a YouTuber trying to study his channel, you can't take his formula and just apply it. Like, the man's fan base is really what's out of here as well. It's kind of like a Casey or a Kasi Neistat, but just imagine being a billionaire from YouTube content. That's amazing, man. All right, we know about Bill Gates, of course. But 1987, first billionaire in tech. All right, first Bitcoin billionaire, Cameron and Tyler, 2019. We know these names. We got Michael Jordan, the first billionaire athlete. Proud of that. Let's go, Mike. I'm a Mike guy. I fuck with LeBron, but the GOAT for... Anyway, I ain't going to do the whole Saving the Last Dance and all that type of... I'm cool. Did I say Saving the Last Dance? It's just The Last Dance. Saving the Last Dance is the movie, right? But his documentary, The Last Dance, that kind of like brought everything together for this new generation that wasn't there when he was actually on the court. And I felt like it was shut down city. But I don't want to start no fights right now in the stream between LeBron and MJ. We got other fights and battles to talk about, like when we get to Mook and Holla, okay? Leave the LeBron and the MJ shit alone in the chat, all right? Don't attack me. What else do we got? Proud of this one too. First hip hop billionaire, Jay-Z. 2019, crossed that line. 2019, 6 years ago, Billy Rock. Be careful doing this, man. He can get sued for doing this Rockefeller sign now, right? He lost that lawsuit. What do we got here? First self-made female billionaire, Martha Stewart, crossed that line in 1999. Okay, what do we got here? George Lucas, first film industry billionaire, crossed that line in 1997. I mean, if you own Star Wars, right? If you own Star Wars, like there's literally people, you can YouTube it on the internet. They got like $1 million Lego setups for Star Wars in their basements. People got Star Wars themed cribs and man caves, and like, just think about even the licensing. Forget just the franchise movie, which is one of the biggest franchises in history, right? Think about the licensing. When I say licensing, like Lego, who's a huge company. Lego wants to do Star Wars Legos, right? Star Wars ships, or this Star Wars movie, or do a Yoda Lego, right? They have to have it licensed. Everything that touches Star Wars, it's got to be licensed. That's why I always referred to Funko Pop. Yeah, we doing a little bit business and battle rap today too. Y'all stay with me. This is why I say this is a warm up. I always look at Funko Pop as my example. Them little pop figures, the licensing that's got to be a year-round job within itself because there's a pop for like everyone. Every damn celebrity and musician on the world has a pop, damn near. And I just be thinking like to work with all those managers and all those people and all those companies and all those entities and all those celebrities to get licensing and approval to make a pop for them. It's insane. But yeah, Star Wars. I think he has Indiana Jones as well. George Lucas, right? That's another mega franchise. Just give me Indiana Jones. I don't need the Star Wars. Just give me Indiana Jones, man. And I'm straight. Me and my kids. It's straight. Jesus Christ. Jeff Bezos, 1998, crosses that threshold. First internet billionaire. Incredible shit. Incredible shit. Taylor Swift, first musician billionaire solely from music. So like when you take like a Diddy or a Kanye, right? Like Kanye crossed that threshold, and there was a lot of that was complemented from Adidas and the Yeezy sneakers and all that type of stuff, right? Jay-Z, he's got all these other business ventures. It's not just music, of course. Diddy, the liquor and all the type of things that he got going on outside of music ownership. Taylor Swift, purely music. Fan base is incredible to the point where Drake raps when or talks about when Taylor drops, I get out the way. And that's Drake. Wow. Who we got? First black billionaire, Robert L. Johnson. That's one of the folks that sold one of the two original owners of BET that sold in 2001. That was a very interesting take that we did about Fat Joe saying that BET was gentrified recently due to BET cuts. Please, people, if you didn't see that stream, go check that out. I'm very, very proud of that stream, the way we broke that shit down. It's very intellectual. Go check that stream out. But shout out to Rob. What else do we got here? First billionaire in history. Oh, ever. 1916, John D. Rockefeller. Rockefeller died from AIDS. That was the end of his chapter. And that's the guy you chose to name it after. Put it together. I rock hoes. Y'all rock fellas. And now you trying to take my spot, fellas. Fellas, put you in the trust, fellas. Palm box with 9 shots from my Glock, fellas. Foxy got you. Anyway, so that's one of the reasons why they chose Rockefeller, right? They're following a billionaire. Okay. All right. Now that we did that, let's move purely into battle rap. I hope that we warmed up the stream for y'all. All right. So yesterday I saw this. Shout out to Eazy and shout out to Nujersey Twork. This was Nujersey Twork responding to Eazy's event being canceled. This fucking idiot. Yeah. So shout out to Twork, shout out to Eazy. The Eazy caption here is, I want to apologize for everybody who bought the tickets and pay-per-view. Refunds in place. Refunds is in place ASAP. That's dope. Event for tomorrow is canceled. We will reschedule. We still are shooting a few battles on the court today. All right. So I come back to the channel, everybody, at 12 p.m. today. I will be releasing a specific video for members only. It'll be a members only exclusive for me speaking on and breaking down and giving some back history, talking about a couple things related to this Head Ice and Eazy to Block Captain main event being canceled. All right. Members only exclusive, 12 o'clock today. Come on back. All right. But as far as this video about Twork and Eazy here, they just need to battle. All right. Somebody lock this in. I can't wait until I see one day the battle rap gods come on down and they say, guess what? It's locked in, contract signed, Nujersey Twork versus Eazy to Block Captain. Come on, battle rap gods. All right. That's what I say to that. But 12 o'clock, come on back, people. I got y'all. All right, staying with battle rap. Now let's start to move into Hitman and Murda Mook, and then I'll get into the second battle rap topic. So look at this. TBL. Is this a little bit different? I don't remember seeing this before. Turning the face-offs into an all-out event where you do battles as well. Trying to take advantage of all the flights and the hotels and the camera crew being on deck. So might as well shoot some battles too. I got you. And shout out to Chilla. Shout out to Kenny. This is posted on Chilla's Twitter that I came to. And take it. This flyer looks kind of dope too. I like the flyer. Bulletproof, the face-offs. Hitman versus Murda Mook. Face-off going down August 16th. 6 days away. Calico versus Rum Nitty going down. Face-off. 6 days away. Official versus Coffee. Face-off going down 6 days away. Now, battles. These are battles that are not on the main card, but you're shooting them on the 16th, along with the face-offs. Fire. Danny Myers versus the Saga. I think the Saga mentioned that matchup to me before, so I know that that's been bubbling in the making for a while. These guys gotta have bars for each other. There's something going on with those two guys. First Lady Flames versus Eon. Dope. My guy Sniper on there versus La Monster. Who's La? All right, I'm gonna get familiar with La Monster. Rock Lee versus Jay Gray. I'm gonna get familiar with Jay Gray. Dope. So 1, 2, 3, 4 battles. Is this going to be streaming live? I see it's going down in Atlanta. It's got a $25 fee there. So you can definitely be in the oh yeah, it says, oh wait, a free stream? Oh, y'all tripping. So it's $25 to be there. Just to watch these 3 face-offs and these 4 battles. So you could be in the building 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. August 16th. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you streaming this for free. You got Ruin Your Day. You got Hip Hop Is Real. You got Street Talk at the bottom. Oh, Ruin Your Day is going to be shooting all of this. And y'all streaming this? Next Saturday, y'all got something to watch. Some dope shit to watch. Wow. Okay. Hitman and Murda Mook's face-off is going down this upcoming Saturday. And if you ain't gonna be in the building, get on that free stream. Shout out to TBL. That is fire. Now let's talk about Hitman and Murda Mook as a face-off, right? Don't clown people. I'm gonna talk about where this comes from in a second. It's Aquafor, all right. I know it's a big lip balm, but give me a second. I'll get there when we get into the business talk. Murda Mook and Hitman face off. So Murda Mook did a lot of talking towards Hitman Holla before the battle was locked in, and that was when they was going through the motions. You had Chrome in the mix at a time. You had URL in the mix at a time. You had Bags and Bodies in the mix at a time to set the battle up. Murda Mook probably got like 5 interviews, 6 interviews going at Hitman. You're the guy. You're the one. That's the one that's got to happen. They would ask him about other battles, and he would just say, Hitman is the one. That one got to go down, right? Hitman was a little bit more on the quieter side. I think he was talking this shit, but a majority of the interviews provoking that matchup and telling the fans how important and how much it needs to go down. It was Murda Mook was kind of the aggressor. Okay. Fast forward, the battle gods tap TBL on the shoulders and say, I bless you. Go work, young men. And they went out into the field and they locked in the biggest battle left. Okay. And after the battle was locked in, things were quiet for a little bit. The announcement came very early. 3 months out or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are different with that, TBL. I gotta give you that. Like 3 months out, 5 months out, they did the announcement and shit. And then Hitman, came more into the algorithm. The back and forth with Verb, his spaces, talking his shit, releasing content, everything that comes with Hitman being online and being active. Murda Mook was quiet as shit now. He went from the agitator and the interviewer and the provoke and like, nah, that's the one. Then he went quiet. Now I see Murda Mook waking up. He's tweeting now. They talking a little bit now. And Hitman, I think, is navigating the way he's. And it's a chessboard that within itself, from it not being booked to being booked to getting close to the face-off, I see it. I see the chessboard that you guys are playing, right? And it just shows me how important this battle is to both of them. Right. So this face-off that's going down Saturday that we can all stream live for free, or if you want to be in the building, right, and catch some battles. But this face-off that we're about to see, be clear when it comes to face-offs. Murda Mook is no slouch. Murda Mook, if he needs to go there, now I brought up the Murda Mook versus Averb face-off, but there's another one where you see a bunch of tension, and it's not the pre-recorded or pre-event Big K and Murda Mook face-off. It's the Big K and Murda Mook face-off at the press conference the night before, when he's he's going off and they're arguing and things get tense. So Murda Mook, he's got that aggressive side to him where if you push a certain button, you know what I'm saying, or if he goes into a certain angle, even in face-offs, you see him turn up and start showing out, right? Let's take a look at a little bit of this. I want to warm up to this face-off coming up Saturday.
You just talk about nothing all day. You let me explain something to death and never explain shit. After we finish, we still trying to feel like, all right, so did he answer the fucking question, bro?
Well, let me ask you this then.
Answer. There you go.
Right
and then stop asking niggas questions.
Simple math.
It's your favorite shit. Let me explain
He's
something.
controlling it.
Hey, Mook, it's simple math, man. In a conversation, you gotta let two people talk.
Oh, man.
Not in your world, though, right? In your world, you just want to be about you.
Here you go. She asked me something. You said, fuck no. Now, so I can.
Yeah, why not? You brought trannies outside. What are you talking about? You brought trannies outside.
Why is everything?
You brought that energy to me. I can't get it back. What the fuck
Why are you always talking about gay shit?
Gay shit? From your squad?
Jesus
niggas, you out your motherfucking mind? You ain't never had no problems with me like that. Oh, your squad?
Why are you talking about? Why? Like, you talking about
gay shit? Wait. You gonna hold on. You gonna apologize? You wrong
with you?
Gay shit from me,
bro? My nigga, you bringing this shit?
And your
up.
guys
are talking about battle rap. You talking about trannies?
But your guys, hold on. But your guys got niggas.
Oh my god, man, Verb.
You don't like that, do you?
Verb, I don't know what you talking about.
Sure you do.
No,
the whole fucking world does.
I don't know what you talking about.
You ain't gotta worry about me. Hitman and Ice Pack.
I don't know what you talking about. You just talking about. Can we talk about battle rap?
Now we'll talk about battle rap.
Because you talking about trannies and shit, Verb.
Let's get back to the conversation.
What's wrong with the boy? It's crazy.
You've never done.
You got a little too much offended. I said gay shit. Gay shit. Like, damn, only niggas that's kind of iffy get offended like that. That's all I'm saying. I said, yo, gay shit. Gay shit? Gay shit? What do you mean? Gay shit? Not me. Not me. No gay shit over here. Gay shit. Like, you was just too much on guard for that shit.
No, that was just
like
shit.
You didn't seem shocked. You seemed prepared for that shit. Like, gay shit. Not me. Not gay shit.
So, I got the gay shit tag.
Jesus Christ, man.
Okay, Mook.
I didn't say you do.
So, what the fuck is you talking about?
Anyway.
Keep
you
it
just
moving.
answered it. Go ahead.
Because
so go ahead, Rain.
Go
ahead, Rain.
Let's talk clear wins and clear. Let's talk clear wins.
He got three.
None of that in a long time.
He got 3 clear wins.
Verb had none of those in a long time.
You a motherfucking lie, man. You can lie to yourself all you want.
Your wins is about as clear as this chair,
man.
Hey,
boy, you can lie all the fuck you want to yourself. You can lie to yourself. You can gas yourself up all you want.
When the last time you clearly won, man?
When the last time you clearly did anything good? Hey, you don't outdo nobody or nothing.
When the last time you clearly won, Verb?
When have you?
When the last time you won, actually?
You know anything from?
When the last time you won? I don't even know why. Why are we battling? When the last time you won? Shit is a mismatch.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Y'all niggas are really y'all trick yourselves. When the last time I won, nigga, I've been doing this for 10 years.
You trying to figure it out right now? You still in his
last time. Unlike you,
you mean you going through all this shit in your mind?
No. Unlike you.
When the last time you won?
I got right now. Matches. You have 3 that are unimpressive.
Beautiful.
So it's easy for you to pinpoint that bullshit. And for me, it's different.
Hey, do you see the difference in us? You see the difference in us now?
Yeah.
55 matches to 3.
And none of yours are good.
And still niggas don't consider you nobody. But a nigga that
okay, so wait a minute. Wait, make your mind up, because I heard you was telling me I was a legend. It's on camera. So let's not play the game, man. Come on, make your mind up.
Oh, no, you're a legend.
You said condition. You said
you're a legend. You're a legend.
Yeah. What is you talking about? You make your mind up, man.
You're an Acura legend. That's what you is. Over there, it's a Phantom, nigga. That's the legend you on. You an Acura legend.
Shit, 300 ass.
You acting like a legend.
So either one of you gonna answer? What can we expect?
Well, you know, from me, I'm gonna do something different. Yeah, I'm gonna do something different.
What a surprise. You need to do something different. All that shit that ain't working for you.
Yeah,
you need to do something different.
So you gonna take the same attacks you take anybody else?
You need to do something.
Because I hope you ain't gonna write on that level you've been right now.
Shit.
Mook, come on, Mook. You gotta be real with yourself. You know people don't like this shit.
Yeah.
Because you can't. I mean, like nobody watches that shit. Mook.
Yeah, but I win. You don't.
Oh wow. Who don't win, Mook?
We still trying to figure out when the last time.
out here, and I go outside.
You 45 and what?
And I go outside.
You 45 and what?
9.
What is that? A price tag?
What are you talking about?
45 and 9.
I go outside. See, here's the difference between me.
45 and 9.
I go outside.
Verb, you can't.
I go outside, boy.
So the last 9 was 45 and 0 until the last 9 you just lost in a row.
Let me give you an answer. I done cracked every nigga in Jersey. I done cracked arguably every nigga from NYB. Understand these things.
Not from NYC.
Bruh, I've been booed 3 times on stage. When I caught one of y'all outside, what happened? Gun them down. Say something else.
I don't know what
Old fucking K then.
Who you talking about?
Old fucking K.
What you talking about?
Huh?
Who you talking about?
You be the 5th one. I pull up on all you niggas like y'all ain't shit.
And you
That's
die.
the difference between I pull up on all y'all.
You know
I'm
you that nigga.
warrior.
You know you the nigga with the banana and belly. I don't like that shit. I don't like that
pull
shit.
Up on
You pull up on you the trash dummy.
Any of you niggas.
This the niggas go to get that. You know niggas in the hood niggas just go get the shit on because they know he gonna want to fight all day.
You can't make her.
He the nigga that lose but fight all the time.
Hey, Mook.
He one of them niggas that
Mook.
you just looking like, look at Verb, man. He trying.
You can't make her think that because she ain't what she said when I.
Verb, you say you pull up on niggas ain't
I pull
shit,
up on all y'all,
but you don't win.
Who don't win?
You can pull up and but you don't win.
Let me explain something to you, homeboy. When you in a classic war,
you pull up and then keep going.
Let me explain
That's
this
what
to
you do.
Let me explain
you
this
pull
to
up and stop and keep
You don't want to
going.
hear this shit, do you? You want to just keep talking. You don't want to hear this shit, right?
Because you're still trying to let me explain something to you.
Hey, Mook, let me tell you something. You are gassed up from winning 3 times.
I'm not gassed up for nothing.
Hold on, let me explain this to you, homeboy.
You still explain.
You damn right. 3 times. Niggas see me, they become their best. Like you told me outside, you want 110 for me, you better.
No, I'm on 110 every time.
Your 110 is a 40 to me.
Yeah,
a fucking 40.
So
understand that.
But if it wins,
that ain't the same thing.
If it wins,
you proud of that?
If it wins, if my 40 is better than your 100,
who told you that? Who the fuck said? Ain't nobody gonna agree, man. You know what? That's why you gonna lose.
Bet?
You delusional, Mook.
Bro, you want to bet?
Nobody even can quote your raps, my nigga.
I'm delusion you, but it's delusion you. That's why you're always wrong, niggas.
All this shit sound cute.
No, it don't.
So if you so cold,
and you go using these words.
If you so cold, look,
stop using these words, man. Cute. And
hold on,
chill,
bro. Listen, if you so cold,
I'm hot right now. That's what I'm saying.
Why ain't nobody emulated your style yet?
That's what all y'all niggas do.
What?
Look, there you go again.
Nuts.
Every time he lying, he give one of them big ass outbursts. What?
Who the fuck wanna sound like
what?
You? Who the fuck wanna sound like you?
Verb, all y'all talking and shit. What happened? Where the talking and the angles and shit come from?
What you mean? We see you 3 times.
I said, where did that come from?
Angles of what, man? What are you talking about?
You can't even say that with a straight face. Hey, when your last round against Hitman, what we all know you for, what style you use? What did they say when you? He was sounding like Murda Mook up there talking.
Ain't nobody ever. You can't find one comment under that video that's
bruh,
shit like that.
Where did the talking and the angles come from? Where did that come from?
Mook, what did you?
Where do the angles and the breaking niggas down come from?
Mook, we saw you in.
I want to know where did that come from. Where do the breaking niggas down come from?
Come from battle rap, nigga. What you mean?
Yeah, all right.
Where joking come from?
Yeah, all right.
Where joking come from?
Yeah, all right. I was doing all of that shit.
Where's joking coming
against
from?
My first battle against Jay Mills, I had personals. I had breakdown, I had punchlines. I was the first nigga. I put a commercial in my rap. Get Serious Jones back to Skelly's schedule program. All y'all niggas.
Was that good? Was it good? Don't tell me what the fuck you did. Was it good?
Yeah.
Was it?
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
To follow up on what you said, right? How would you address the people initially when this battle was announced? Some people felt like, well, you had just battle Pat Stay. And they felt like you lost. So how do
you mean felt like he lost? Don't say felt like he lost.
I lost the judge battle.
I mean,
he lost.
Okay, well, how do you feel about people saying that? Like
that shit. The thing is, let me tell you something. That shit don't bother me.
Not even that. I mean,
it's
the
a
fact of you battling.
You ain't say that with a lot of confidence.
No.
But the fact of you battling them.
Own your losses, man.
Nigga, I've lost before.
No, we know that.
I ain't worried about losing.
So you said you battled
I ain't
Mook
worried.
now.
See, don't listen. Let me tell you something. I ain't worried about losing, homeboy. It's what you do when you get up. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all cowards.
But you get up at you know what they say? Fall 7, get up 8.
No, listen. Let me
I
tell
hear
you
you. So you this your 59th time getting up right now.
You in the ring with a dog.
Stupid, yo.
You understand
I
that?
put those to sleep.
Who you put to sleep?
I put those to sleep. Nigga, I ain't lost a round in the last, I don't even remember the last time I lost a round.
You're going to.
I said, let's make a bet.
You're going to.
Let's make a bet, bro.
Niggas want to bet in their house.
Nothing you could say gonna beat nothing I could say. Period.
And that's why you're gonna lose, because you're delusional. You ain't being real with yourself.
I just told you it's delusion you.
Now, how come you won't take him up on the bet, on the extra bet?
Because
He's
I'm
scared.
not betting in New York City.
That nigga's scared. Now you're not betting in New York City.
I'm not betting now.
Bruh, New York is a crowd that niggas
Bet me in
nobody
St. Louis.
Nobody.
Double the bet back in St. Louis.
Here you go.
Oh fucking Canadian.
We're battling right now.
Double the if you double.
Why you talking about hypothetical situations? Bro?
Double. Listen, y'all ain't finna bait me. You niggas don't bait.
Y'all,
bait y'all.
who's y'all?
What's wrong with you?
Bro, ain't nobody against you, man.
Okay,
Stop
so
looking
I said-
around, bro.
I
It's
said
not a
no
setup.
early. I said no
It's
early.
not a setup.
I said no early.
Damn.
You think I'm worried about setup? I pull up on y'all niggas by myself. You think I'm worried about setup?
Bro,
No.
do you think you're gonna win?
Yes, I'm
So
gonna
why you
smoke
ain't gonna bet?
Because I'm not gonna bet.
So then you don't think you're gonna win? Because I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to die for what I'm saying.
You are gonna die.
I'm willing to
You
really
are.
die for what I believe in, bro. If you feel that way, to bet. That's it.
You niggas think y'all gonna
Bet, nigga, bet. Nigga, that's it. Bet money. Bet money. I'm sick of y'all niggas talking,
why you
and
so
then
loud,
nobody never want to bet. Niggas always say, yo, that nigga gonna beat Mook. This nigga gonna beat Mook. And none of y'all niggas want to ever bet.
You only
I
bet.
want to bet, nigga.
only
I want to bet, man.
You only
I want
bet
to bet. I want to bet every nigga from St. Louis that come with you. I put all them niggas, tell them niggas put racks on the fucking table
And you
when we
think they
come.
won't?
And that's on my daughter. I want to bet, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm going to fucking wash you, my
That's
nigga.
on your daughter, you
I'm
wanna
going to
bet.
kill, yo, bro.
You getting loud don't mean nothing.
Oh my God, bro.
Loudest nigga in the room, the weakest
Bro,
room.
yeah, you out your
yelling for?
fucking mind. I said, man, I'll
What you yelling
battle
for?
you right now with a throwaway round. if
tried
you
that
got
outside
one.
and you said
Let's
no.
do it.
You said
I
no.
really want to do it
You said
because I
no.
got a throwaway round.
Throw
I know
it.
you got one. Let's
Entertain
do
me.
that. Let's see what
Entertain
these shit sound like.
Enter-
Let's see what the throwaways sound like.
Entertain me, nigga.
Let's see what the throwaways sound like, man.
You think I gotta prove that to you?
Let's see what it sound like.
I'm
Let's
gonna
do
pull up on you
it. I saw my.
out.
I'll do it. I swear to God, I'll do it. Throwaway round. Let's do it.
Interesting. Okay. Like I said, Saturday face off live streaming, and you could also be in the building along with some battles. But let's see, when you take the type of energy that Mook is capable of bringing to a face off, he has that, controlling of a conversation, controlling of an argument type of presence, right? But we do have a guy that has literally the best face off of all time. What are we gonna get Saturday?
Every day,
Come
bro.
on, man.
You can't talk
All
down
right.
on me, bro. You
All right,
can't.
so hold on.
You can't talk down on me, bro.
It don't look like you getting paid, bro. Where's the money at, bro?
Hold on. No, we talking.
Where's the
We
money
gonna
at?
talk.
All this wilding out money you getting, where is it at?
Bro, I just left TV, a
Where?
BET set.
I don't
nigga,
give a
just
fuck where
like
you
this.
left.
Just like this.
I was at BET
What you
sets
talking
20
about? What
years
you talking
ago.
about?
I don't give a fuck
Exactly.
about
I'm
the BET
there
set.
now.
I'm saying, where's
I'm
the
there
money at?
now.
Where
That's
is
the
it?
difference.
Where is the
What you
money
mean where
at?
the money
You
at?
saying you getting
You
all this
look-
money, where is it
Bro,
at?
are you serious?
Where?
Everywhere.
Invest it back into yourself.
Everywhere.
Invest it back into yourself.
Bro, I got $250,000 in trucks I just did last month.
No, invest
What
it
is
back
you
into
talking
yourself.
about?
You
What are you
talking
talking
I don't
about?
give a fuck about
What are
no
you
trucks,
talking
man.
about,
I'm
nigga?
talking about
you don't
yourself.
get paid more than battle
You.
rap than me, nigga.
You.
Fuck is you talking about? Bro, I'm not none of them niggas,
Yo,
Cass.
You still trying to catch up to what I
I ain't
made
trying
off
to catch up
disaster.
shit, bro.
I'm
You
the
20
highest
years
paid battle
behind.
rapper ever.
Bro,
in
this
history.
2000. No, you're not.
history.
No, you're not.
You can add up all of them battles. You've been in like 70
can't.
of them.
You can't.
Add up all
30,
of them,
30,
and
and
that
you
shit
can't.
still don't add
Bet
up to
on
what
it.
I be getting.
You
You get a little bit of paper.
Or you go, who got? I got way more money than you. I'm willing to bet everything I'm talking about.
Yo,
I don't
I'm
just
not here to
argue.
have a money contest.
Well, shut up
There's
then.
some niggas that's
Well,
gonna be
shut up
broker
then.
than me,
Well,
and there's
shut
some
up
niggas
then.
that's gonna be
Well, don't
richer
talk
than
money
me.
to me.
But I
Don't
fuck
talk
more
money to
bitches
me.
than you.
No,
I'm
you
tougher
do.
than you.
How?
My street credibility
You
is
tougher than
way
me.
crazier
You
than
tougher than
yours.
me.
Everything
Hey,
thorough than me
Google
about you.
Hitman
You wanna
Holla.
argue this money?
Google Hitman
I don't
Holla.
know your accountant.
Google Hitman
I don't know
Holla.
your bank
Bro,
account.
I knock
I
niggas
don't
out
know
for
what the
fun.
fuck you got.
I knock
I don't
niggas
give
out
a
for-
fuck about what you got in your
Anybody in
bank
this
account.
room, every nigga with you, Google Hitman Holla. I lay niggas out for a living. Fuck is you talking
How
about?
you lay niggas out for a living? You joke on.
There's triggers in both. See, what I played on the Mook and the Aver face off, there's a trigger that happens in the footage before that. There's a trigger in there when Averb is talking his shit and Mook, he pulls off the curtain from behind the scenes shit and he steps out of promotional mode and he exposes that we came together behind the scenes to create a narrative to promote the matchup because everybody was so, why is Verb getting Mook? Why is Verb? He's just fresh off of a loss. He's been on a losing streak. Why is he getting Mook? Mook should be battling either T-Top or Surf and people like that. So it's me, it's Van, it's Mook on three-way calls, and we're trying to navigate it after Verb loses to Pat Stay. And they're just like, yo, we don't want Mook's return brand taking this type of hit. Like this is not good, and I'm standing front line with the confidence that I need to. Like, trust me, first of all, as we promote, and Verb is going to be promoting as well, we're going to build this thing up. And then the rest of the card is going to be that. We're going to be good money. But the narrative that we came up with was that Verb and his resume and there was reasons why he deserved the matchup just as much as anybody else, right? And Mook was sticking to that in the face-off until Verb triggered him, and then he broke character. And if you go watch the face-off from the first half of it, the pieces that we didn't play, you'll see that. And Mook just started snapping on him a little bit, like, no, we created this narrative for you. Like, I was just like, oh, like he said that, like this is behind the scenes shit. Like, the point is triggers, right? Same thing with Hitman in that moment right there with Cassidy. I get more money than you. I get more bitches than you. I'm tougher than you. It was a tougher than you thing, right? No different than certain people when Mook was saying to Verb, like the gay stuff, certain people get triggered by that. Where it's just like, wait, hold on. Stop this promo shit. You trying to call me gay or some shit? You trying to call me a sucker? You trying to say you tougher than me as if you could beat me up? You trying to tell me that you deserve to be here and it shouldn't be T-top and Surf? Like it's triggers. And my whole point is, if you take Hitman and if you take Mook with their controlling personalities, their dominant, I'm the alpha in the room type of personalities on a battle rap level, the two God tiers, I mean, unless they overplay their chessboard, I would be very surprised if we didn't see fireworks this Saturday. TBL. Now these guys are professional. We ain't here to provoke or do no corny shit, people. But TBL, these is guys that have tension. They don't really like each other in real life. They're both capable of being triggered by certain things. Have a table between them. Don't let it be like my mistake of Cassidy and Hitman, where it's just too the energy man to man is too accessible. Like that's one thing that Fight Club did. That was good. The table creates a mental, psychological type of boundary, that holds stuff in place a little bit, even though they could just walk around, right? But I'm telling you, don't have them just like in two chairs, because Murda Mook, if he gets into a certain bag, he starts screaming, he gets disrespectful, he gets aggressive. Same thing with Hitman. Those two guys, do not put a table between them. TBL. I'm warning y'all. Don't say I didn't warn y'all. All right. Because the Cassidy and the Hitman face off, there was a time where I didn't even want to release it. That's a behind the scenes story I could tell y'all about. I probably told y'all already, as a matter of fact. Now let's talk about expectations of the matchup, right? Because remember, this is literally in my opinion, the biggest battle left. The two God tiers finally, right? It's a real grudge match. It's two people. It's not no like Daylight and Lux is super dope, right? But it has elements to it that brought it down a little bit. It's not a real grudge match. Those guys is okay. It's like one of those lyrical, like mastery type things that we look forward to, and it's one of the top ones that's left. Absolutely. Surf versus certain people, one of the biggest battles left, definitely. Like an Eazy versus Surf, maybe a Rock versus Eazy, some of the biggest battles left. But Hitman and Mook, you could argue that they are people will argue Lux, Mook, Hitman, these are the top, and you got two of them, God tiers, and they legitimately don't like each other. Legitimately. So I went to Holla's grand opening yesterday, and I hung out for a while. Hung out for a couple hours. By the time, it was getting to the end of the function, most of the people left. It's pretty much like just me and Holla hanging out for a little bit outside, just chopping it, talking about some stuff. And then we started talking about him and Mook. I think the face-off came up or something like coming up with something. And then we started talking about him and Mook. And just random, Holla started rapping some of his rounds. I think what I was hearing was some of the first and some of the third. this is let me say this. Hitman and Mook are both capable of longer rounds, right? Obviously, Mook's got one of the longest rounds, if not the longest round on any of our channels, right? His third versus Averb, 25-minute flawless round. Hitman, if you watch his first round versus Calico, he pushes show out back. Now, fuck that. I'm an overkill. And then he raps more. And Calico's just like, damn, what's up with the time limits? And then in between rounds, you hear Hitman saying, this is a grudge match. And the battle rap culture keeps reminding battlers how to walk into wars. This ain't a battle. A battle is, the battles are pieces of the war. You got the Battle of Staten Island, the Battle of Brooklyn, the Battle of Queens, the Battle of Manhattan, the Battle, you know what I'm saying? But the war is the New York war. You see what I'm saying? This is not a when you look at it, this is a war. If you listen to like me, and I look at Shadi Horror and K-Shine last week or 2 weeks ago, and I say, this is both you guys' return. Shadi, you should have been prepared, even though I understand the business side and the contractual side. So I get it, but what does history show us? You don't bring just the sword because the sword is what's in the contract. You bring your bazooka, you bring your machine gun, you bring your knife, you bring your backup, you bring your tanks, everything. Because this is a war we're walking into. A war, right? So Hitman does that in some of his battles, and so does Mook. Obviously, it's there for everybody to see. The only reason I think my mind just went there is because I probably only heard like 5% of his overall rounds. And like I said, I think I heard pieces from 2 different rounds. He's got, even from like the little 10% that I heard, I think I heard like at least 5 different angles. Just from the little bit that I heard. I think I heard like 5 different angles. The rap patterns, the flows. He's using a lot of his strong suits, Holla. I mean, I know battle rap, and I'm such a critic, so I know what I was watching yesterday. And Holla can't even help himself. Just me and him standing there on the fucking curb on the sidewalk, and he can't help but to start. It's like a miniature performance, and I was just like, and I know Mook gives it up the same, man. Mook was dancing in there with Arsenal. Mook danced on that stage with Averb. Mook danced. I got so much respect for the performance and the ability and the capability of Murda Mook. He's one of the GOATs, right? But I didn't hear none of Murda Mook's material. I haven't seen Murda Mook ever since the Big K battle. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? This is what I heard and what I saw yesterday. And Holla shit, he's got some spooky shit in there. Like the way he's talking and the way he's going through certain angles. And I think he's going to touch on, and if this is all just a piece of what I heard, I think he's touching on everything possible for, I know Holla got battles after this. I think he's interested possibly even in the winner of Lux versus Twork. That would make sense because we've already been talking about him versus Twork or him versus Lux, right? There's a couple other big matchups out there as well that we would like to see Holla possibly take before he hangs it up, right? But it seems like he's approaching this battle like, if this is my last battle, if I turn around and the money ain't there or business doesn't line up or anything just goes left and I don't battle Lux or I don't battle Twork or I don't battle this other person that I want to give a shot to or that other person that the fans might want to see, if I don't end up in any of those battles, it's okay. Because the last time you guys see me rap 3 rounds, that's what I did. And I'm just like, yo, I can't OD now, and because I would be being fake and be like, yo, I think this is the best Holla ever. How do you know, ARP? You only heard 10%. I ain't gonna lie to y'all and do that, right? But Holla constantly faces people that the fans say are better than him, right? So when he gets in there with a Tay-Rock and he clearly wins, people are like scratching their head. When he gets in there, who I consider the best battle rapper ever, Ill Will, in a small room, who people think is his weaker stature, opposed to a big performing stage, and he has a debatable and battle of the year with Ill Will and an A+ game Ill Will. That's why the battle was battle of the year. Small room as well. And Hitman does that in that scenario where he's supposed to be weaker. People continue to say, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. You out of your league with K-Shine. You out of your league with Tay-Rock. You out of your league with Ill Will. You out of your league with Calico. And the list goes on, you know? And he shows up and they be wins or debatables, right? I think the last clear loss they may have given him in like the last, you know, how many battles he's had is probably Eazy, that the culture probably gives Hitman, right? Other than that, it's like a bunch of wins and debatables. And the reason for it is because, of course, the man is writing his way through all of this shit. But he's way more tactical. And that's another thing that I got a chance to get a reminder of yesterday. He's way more fucking tactical than people give him credit for. Like, Hitman's no stupid nigga. Like, you don't get to these points by being, he's a smart guy. And the shit that he's rapping is showed me like, oh, that's smart to go there. Oh, it's smart to touch on that. Oh, you using that angle too? Oh, you bringing that back? Oh, you going to that mode? Oh, you talking about that? Is that right there counter writing? That right there is something I never heard before. Really? Is that true? You know, it's that. And I'm just like, he's gearing up not for a battle. He's gearing up for war. You need a performance of your lifetime. Dare I say, like Averb did. As me being 1,000. If you're going to battle a god tier. If you step in there with a Murda Mook, you have to have a performance of a lifetime. If you step in there with a Hitman Holla, you got to have a performance of your lifetime. You step in there with a Loaded Lux, you got to have a performance of your lifetime, and so forth and so on. You should have a performance of your lifetime type shit. You know? Anything less doesn't make sense. But before we get there, face off this weekend. But I heard some shit yesterday. It was dark. Damn, I wish I could tell y'all some. It was dark. And somebody, I was like, ooh, jazz face the whole time. It was like Big K's first round versus A-Ward. And then you get to a point where you're just like, what the fuck? The dope thing is, though, I expect the same is happening. If I was there yesterday with Murda Mook, I think I'd be hearing the same type shit. This is insane. And I got reminded about it yesterday. This is insane. This Hitman and Mook, this is insane. This is fucking insane. All right. Let me leave that alone for a second now. Now, to me, this is more important. All right. I told y'all earlier in the stream that as I still continue and we still got all the other news that's outside of battle rap to go through, people. I got y'all. We chilling. But this is very important to me. And I said, within the battle rap topic, I want to talk about something that every battle rapper needs to do. What am I talking about? All right. So this is the yesterday event. And shout out to Holla and shout out to all the owners over there. So this kicked off. He had a grand opening for his new spa. Okay, yesterday. This was incredible. It's got like 50 rooms in there. You know, they do massages, they do facials, they do special treatments. I got there. I hung out for a little bit, and then after looking around and meeting the other co-owners and meeting some of the staff, I got a demo massage for like three minutes, and it was dope. But I was just like, okay, I know people are sometimes real peculiar about their face, but I was just like, this is a high class, you know, establishment, and I was just like, I could trust them with a facial. I could just tell by being there, you know. So I was like, let me get a facial. So I had to wait in line, and it wasn't even supposed to be doing. It was supposed to just be like demos and see the place and music playing and food and meet and greet. And then people was just asking for service, and they just said, "All right, fuck it, let's just take a couple orders." So there was somebody that hopped in before me for a facial, and then I ended up getting a facial. Um, I got a facial by the owner, which was dope. And she's nice. Like, of course, you get the massage mixed in and everything. She gave me some good advice. Now I could clear my name on why my Aquaphor. It looks like 3 fucking lip balms size together. All right, it's because she sent my ass to CVS after she sent me to CVS after let me leave that up there. After my session, she was like, "Your skin's a little dry." I was like, "Yeah, I think I've been feeling that lately. Whatever." She tried it. "What are you using now?" Boom, boom, boom. Trying it. Blah 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 blah. She gave me some Chat GPT shit. I was just like, not that she used it, like she had the experience in her mind. I was just like, let me try that. While I was there, I picked this up because Aquaphor is one of my favorite things to use for dry lips. So, but I got a whole kind of new regimen for night and day for my skin moisturizing and shit. But the facial within itself was dope, and I only got the basic one. I didn't do like the exfoliation one and the extraction one and all that. So the service is stellar. And she didn't just do that because she happened to be there for the grand opening. I asked her, I said, "So you're always at this location?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's there primarily so you can get a facial from the owner who's been in the industry for a while. Side note, that's another thing I even forgot to mention to Holly yesterday. As we were finishing my facial, she asked me, she's like, "So what do you do?" Because Holla introduced me as one of his business partners. So she asked me, "What do you do?" Blah, blah, blah. So I was telling her some of the things that I do, some of my portfolio. And she mentions to me, she says, "Yeah, we're even franchising this business." So I was just like, "Wait, what?" And they just grand opened, and she's already talking about other locations around the country that they want to take this same business. So I was like, shit, let me talk to Holla, let me talk to some of my people, and you never know. One day, it could be sometime next year, conversation, talking about maybe opening up another one or some franchising in or whatever. But that leads me to the more important topic now. Um, let's talk about people in the thumbnail. Let's talk about Hitman, and I put goods in there too. Okay, this is the more important topic. Something that every battle rapper needs to do just happens to be something that all of us in the chat can do. I just wanted to use the battle rapper thing because these are my examples in front of us. It's that multiple lanes of income, and it's that portfolio expansion. So when you really look at Holla, for example, right? Think about it. We know he's made a ton of money in battle rap, a ton. The type of money you could take and go buy a crib and buy a car. I mean, I'm not making this up. After every Max Out event, he posts on his Instagram a new Mercedes, right? And he'd be like, on his caption, like, "I'm gonna call this one Rare Breed. I'm gonna call this one Max." Or you know what I'm saying? For Max, a big bow. From like he treats himself to a new car after every. And I'm not the only person he's made money with in battle rap. He's made money with himself. He's made money with Chrome. He's made money with URL. He's made money with King of the Dot. You know, but he's made a lot of money from battle rap. Now, put battle rap aside. A lot of people after that, they go to TV. They say MTV Wildin' Out. And that's dope. And that's a great fucking franchise and a great company to be running around with for the last 10, 15 years, right? Conceited doesn't battle rap anymore because of MTV Wildin' Out. We're lucky that Hitman comes back. Shout out to Khan, man. But all right, so you think about those two things. But all these other areas that we continue to see this fucking guy expand into. So you look up one day and he's got a TV network and app getting launched with Coastal Network. And then he turns that into, the mansion and the battle rapper challenges and everything. And it's this whole show. And you got to realize in that situation, that wasn't Holla just saying, "You know what, I feel like doing this." He was approached. Somebody came to him and they looked at battle rap and they say, I have an idea. I got this big ass budget. I got a big ass check for you as well. And I want to work with you. And he goes over it. He speaks with his peoples and he's go or no go. And the next thing you know, Coastal Rain. Okay. He talks about his trucking business, right? That's another side venture. Okay. You look at something like this. The guy got a key to the building. You know, that this ain't no like he is promoting from them. He's got percentage ownership into this business right here. Ownership. He's got a key to go in and out. All right. Like he's a part owner of this. And this is not something that he's, hey, you know what? I just feel like seeing if I can get into the spa and the health and the skin industry and all that. No, he was approached. He's approached. And then he adds his side to things and you negotiate for a month or two. And next thing you know, he signs a part owner fucking deal for this new spa. He's got another one that will be getting announced pretty soon. It's nothing like any of these. It's totally different. Totally different. Contract is in his email right now. All right. All he's got to do is sign it. And they've been negotiating and going back and forth. I don't even want to say the realm that it's in. I'll let him debut his shit. But they've been going back and forth for like, I don't know, like a month, something like that. Right. He's going to be announcing another business venture pretty soon. He's got the contract and they sent it to him and they already went through all the numbers, the money, the deposit, the pay, the salary, the this, the that. They went through everything already. Don't ask me how I know. He introduced me as his business partner. I have nothing to do with it though. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I let him in on stuff that I got going on and vice versa. So I be aware of some of the shit behind the scenes. And he's going to be announcing another one soon. You know, all these opportunities that come to him. And it's a reminder like, you know, this big irrational jumping out the window, over emotional battle rapper, Hitman Holla. That shit is only I had to struggle through the same thing. Like if you hear me screaming around the hallways in my crib, everybody knows it's battle rap he's on the phone talking about. It be only battle rap. Right. But your reputation still for some reason is so strong with BET, MTV, Coastal Rain, this franchising, spa company, trucking business, this other company that he's got the contract in his email for that if he signs right now, they could announce it tomorrow. This other company and business venture that's starting for him. Another check, boom, another salary right there. You know, they're not going to come to you if you're a troublemaker. They're not going to come to you if you're not a good investment. They're not going to come to you if you don't have a brand that's worth investing in. If you don't look the part, walk the part, carry yourself a certain way. What is people's business reputations? Now, let me talk about, I'll use another example from battle rap. This is why I put Goods in the thumbnail. I think when I use Hitman to talk about topics like this, another example I could use is Goods. What have I seen Goods do outside of battle rapping? Right? Where a majority of us know these people from. What have I seen him do? I've seen him get into sneakers. I've seen him get into clothes. I've seen him get into cologne. I've seen him do caffeine as a show. He has his own YouTube channel. Having your own YouTube channel is a business within itself. This RBE YouTube channel is an LLC. It's a business. I have to file it on my taxes every year, with all the expenses that's tied to it, going out and coming into this channel. All right. Goods owns his own YouTube platform and channel. He's probably got other stuff going on that I don't know about, but the dude opened up a fucking storefront for that slick walks, the sneakers and the clothes that he got going on. He opened up a storefront. How many people in their lifetime will be able to say, like, I have a key to my house, a key to my car, and also a key to this other business space right here, this 500 square foot building that I'm walking into. Oh, this is where I'm selling clothes and sneakers out of, or this is where I'm hosting ciphers out of, or I could do a battle out of because of this building right here. Yeah, this is my storefront. Goods can say that. Goods could say that. Every battle rapper needs to do that. There shouldn't be, shout out to my nigga Danny, right? But all that, I don't know if it's true, false, who knows. But Danny Myers is one of the best battle rappers in battle rap history. Why is it bleeding out? And whether it's true or false, why is it coming out that Keo is allegedly sending him money at times for flights or for planes or for money or whatever, right? If you battle rap full time and you broke and you haven't learned your lesson about the sustained nature of financing and battle rap yet, then you're the fool. You're the fool. You're the insane person thinking that you could watch this shit from the outside looking in and listening to anybody that will give you the truth or the logic. Watch some of the battle rappers, look past the image or the Instagram beautiful post and into these people's realities and see like only a handful of y'all got real money. Only a handful of y'all have real money. Maybe two hands if I'm being nice, especially if I start mixing in the league owners. Okay. So if some of the best battle rappers in the world are broke, what's going to allow you to pull on battle rap finance and still get your checks out of battle rap, still do battle rap as an art, and also get the big house? It's your portfolio. It's having 6 or 7 different fucking business ventures and checks like a Hitman Holla, MTV Wildin' Out, about my Murda Mook check coming, fucking September 13th, my spot that just opened, my trucks that's still on the road, this other business venture that I'm about to let the whole world know about in a couple weeks that I'm about to sign a contract on, Coastal Rain footage that's still selling or moving or garnering views or whatever. You know, it's having a portfolio, and the same thing for goods. And I like to be able to look into battle rap and look at some of my peers and see people that move like that. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I don't see too many. I don't know what people are waiting for. Maybe for battle rap to explode or something. Everybody's talking about is on a decline. So what is, if all you do is battle rap, are you waiting for the battle rap mega super sponsors to come in and just, we've been there, we've done this a million times already. Sorry, the biggest leagues either are inactive, declining, or retired. Why? And if I talk about the leagues, i.e. the league owners, right? Do they have portfolios? Smack, Chico, and Beasley all do things other than battle rap. All of them. I know some of the things that they do outside of battle rap, and it's dope. At one point, one of them was public. Smack was talking about like a sneaker store or something, or a clothing store. I don't know if he's still doing it or not. But Chico y'all don't even hear about Chico got a bunch of things that's not tied to fucking URL and battle rap. Right? Like, why wouldn't you after all these years? You want to keep depending on battle rap? No. People expand into other areas. Organic. His primary is not battle rap. I think it's public. I think he promotes it, but I'm not going to say it. His primary focus, hell, he told me at one point, like, he has a different focus. You know, but battle rap King of the Dot is still there, and when they want to activate it, they can still, you know, do some business in battle rap, right? Use their platform, you know, do battle rap what they love. Remy, who thinks that Remy makes a majority of her money in battle rap? Y'all think that? Y'all think that Remy depends on battle rap to pay her bills, or does she depend on her brand of Remy Ma and her as the rapper and still performing and being booked and doing shows and TV? She's depending on battle rap? Remy Ma? ARP. I've been retired since September 2023, Max Out 3. I'm still spending Max Out 3 money? Oh shit, it would be nice if I was. It'd be nice if I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, you want me to keep going with more league owners? I mean, those are some of the biggest ones that I just named that had the most money coming through their platforms, and none of them rely on battle rap solely. They all have different lanes of income and different and portfolio. And that's why Hitman and Goods are very good examples of this to me. And if you are trying to be a battle rapper primarily as an adult, I've been saying for at least 5, 6, maybe 7 years, that is not a smart decision. You use it as a compliment. You use it as a supplement. Now, if you can get up to a Hitman level and say, when I do battle, my impact is so crazy that I'm gonna get a couple $100,000, but then I can still go back over here and go on tour with MTV, or, you know, go check in on my spa, or make sure that my trucks is doing good, or I got this other, then dope. Not everybody gets to that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's able to buy a storefront like Goods and put cologne on the shelves and sell sneakers, and not everybody's able to do that, but have something secondary and third, absolutely, with battle rap not being number one. I don't know how many times to say it. So shout out to the Hitmans and the Goods of the world, and shout out to everybody that also has that mentality. Okay, and the type of energy and to be in these different arenas of success, it continues to bring more shit towards you. Because like I said, like the last 3 outside of battle rap business ventures that I know about with Hitman, they came to him. So he must be doing something. Yeah, so shout out to one of the owners over there. Got me in CVS right after I left the spa. Bought me some new lotions and shit. Found me a Aquaphor. It was just, all right. Y'all cool? All right, let's move to our next topic. What do we got with this one? Oh, unfortunate situation here. So rapper T Hood from Atlanta. All right, rapper T Hood was allegedly killed after a dispute at a Gwinnett County home. Family claims Kirk and Rashida's daughter called her brothers who shot him. Police are investigating after rapper T Hood, who was 33 years old, was shot after a dispute Friday night at a home on Lee Road in Gwinnett County. He was taken to the hospital where he died. One person was detained, but no charges had been announced. Okay. There's a little bit more detail on TMZ, I believe. Let me check this out. Okay, let's go to TMZ. 33 years old, man. It's way too soon. Way too soon. The Gwinnett County Police responded to reports of a dispute and resulted in a shooting in unincorporated Schnellville Friday. An investigation into the shooting is currently underway. We're told first responders rendered aid at the scene and transported a man to the local area hospital where he ultimately died from his injuries. Authorities say one person was detained in connection with the shooting and is being interviewed by police. Cops are looking into the case as a homicide, though the motive for the shooting is unclear. T Hood's mom, Yolanda, confirmed her son was a person shot at the residence where he lived. Also, this was his crib. She denies there was a party going on at the time. T Hood was well known in the Southern rap scene, dropping songs like Ready to Go, Big Booty, and Percolator. T Hood last posted on Instagram about a week ago. He was 33 years old. I went to his Instagram too because I know there's definitely some people outside of the Atlanta scene that may haven't heard of him yet, right? But TMZ didn't post it for nothing. You know, he's not a nobody. And everybody's a somebody. I don't mean it like that as far as losing your life, but I mean as far as a rapper, you know, he's not a nobody. You know, not a super amount of followers, 20,000, but you know, he's known. He's known. Let's look at some stuff.
Come on now, twin. Like you ain't never wrong, but you always right. But right now, but it ain't right. But he ain't right, boy. Ooh, shit. Man, I done goddamn melted, man. Fuck. Y'all niggas, somebody pull up Murda Drive, man. Pick me up, man. I done goddamn melted. I don't know how y'all gonna get me, bro, but somebody pull up, bro. Murda Drive, bro. Goddamn, I done melted.
He's got personality. He puts ice on the floor next to his green shirt, and as if he's the one that melted. And I think it's cool to be able to go back on his Instagram and see videos like that where the man is, you know, being fun, being cool. Yeah, but he was moving and shaking, definitely. All right, so let's talk about a very important piece of this. On yesterday's live, just so happens, we brought up a clip of that little girl, and I was like, I hope the cops go get her. There's that little girl, she was on a stream with somebody, and she told them that she had a very cool story to stay on the stream. And he was like, all right, go ahead, talk. And the story that she gave is that one of her brothers is in jail, like serving 20 plus years or something like that, and her ex-boyfriend is dead. And she was laughing. Little bitch. Yeah, for real. It's worse. I could call it way worse than that. But she said she got into it with her boyfriend, found out that she went through his phone, seeing some stuff that she didn't want to see, and then she beat herself up. She marked herself up to make it look like her man and put his hands on her. And then she went and told her brothers, or one of her brothers pulled up, shot the boyfriend. So then the boyfriend goes to jail, ruins it, and loses pretty much his whole life of freedom. And then the ex-boyfriend is gone, loses his life. And she's on there giggling and laughing. Like, yeah, my brother don't, and that's in jail. He don't really know. My mother knows, but he don't really know yet. And yeah, that nigga gone. Laugh. She's in there, disgusting person. We covered it yesterday. But the higher topic there is, ladies, some of y'all come from families where you do have the father that's gonna pop up and even put his hand on minors. Like, like men in the chat, if you got daughters, you got to remember that. You got to remember the fact that if you pull up on that school because your daughter got jumped or your son, you might beat the shit out of a bunch of minors. And then you're no good to your child because now you're in custody. You got to think about that, right? I mean, you could still go to jail for beating up a grown-ass man, but you definitely facing a uphill battle for putting your hands on minors, right? So you got to think about it. Like, my reaction to somebody putting their hands on my kids, whether it was a fucking 5-year-old or a 50-year-old, is to react. I'm a protector of my children, right? It triggers an alarm in me that says, green light, go. But it's a kid. Here I am, 52 years old, and this was a 14-year-old and two 14-year-olds that jumped on my son. You know, that's why I be respecting the scenes where you see the parents get together and they both sit there and they let the kids fight. Because the grown people, technically, you can't put your hands on them. You can't. You know, little minors and shit. But anyway, you got fathers like that. You got the brothers. Some of these girls out here, they got big brother, big protector. Mommy and daddy taught the brother, take care of your little sister. And he gets the call. Look at my bruises. Look, oh, he didn't beat me up, or he didn't slap me. He didn't. Women, you got to understand how sensitive of a situation it is. Like, if you're ever in those scenarios, realize how emotional they are. A father, a brother, an uncle is always going to see red about their little niece, their little sister, or their little daughter. It's the red tunnel. It's the red tunnel. What was the red tunnel? For anybody that hasn't been here on the channel with me rocking for the last year, the red tunnel to me is something where you only see red. You lose all emotion. You black the fuck out. And all rationale is gone. And by the time you wake up and come back to your normal self, somebody is dead on the ground. Right? My daughter, my niece, my goddaughter, my little sister. It's the red tunnel. Before you make those calls, ladies, understand the person that's coming is on 10 plus. He's taught that way. He has those type of emotional ties. He's raised that way. That's how we grow up. And then on top of that, it's not even any you can do wrong. Even fellas move like that. We go out to the club. What's the rule? Somebody put a finger on one of my boys. He's getting his ass whooped. And when we get home, if I find out that he swung on you because you slapped this girl's ass, I'm going to be mad at you later. We're going to argue about that later. But in the moment, he's getting dealt with. It's the rules. And some of y'all could be wrong. Some of y'all could have got a black eye because you slapped him and his reaction was just boom and just punched you in the face. Right? But before you make those calls, ladies, realize you're potentially pulling on a shooter, a stabber, a killer, a grim. And he don't have to have that history, but in that moment, that's what's being created. Red tunnel. Red tunnel. Don't call me for your relationship drama unless you truly feel like you can't handle it or your safety is in danger. Okay? Don't call me, because the only way that I can show up is on 10 plus, because I just got a call that my daughter, my sister, my niece, or my goddaughter just got hit on or some shit. That's the teaching here. That's the learning thing here. Now, we don't have all the details. Somebody's in the precinct getting their ass interviewed right now. But for the initial reports to be coming out that somebody then came, like the brother or something, and shot him, I be feeling like it's just like the clip that we played yesterday. A girl that she could have been having a legitimate issue, and you made that call, and somebody popped up on 10. All right, don't get your man killed. All right, don't get your man killed. Try to work out your drama. Try to stay out of abusive relationships. If a guy put his hand on you once, he'll put his hand on you again. Okay, don't be the Cassie that sits there for allegedly for 20 fucking beatings. And I'm not trying to blame Cassie, but I'm just saying, don't stay there for the second fucking time. Though, if you see the signs, get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? And if you got a toxic relationship, if you want to be Krishan and Blueface, then accept that. Don't make the phone calls after because you took a L or something didn't go your way today. You want to have, if you got people out here that promote that shit. They like the toxic shit. It'd be viral on fucking. They got the songs, the toxic. Like y'all like it. Y'all think it's cool this generation, right? We toxic. We so toxic. All right. And then you get punched in your face. You be like, that's toxic. Stupid. Me? Y'all could keep that. If that's y'all era now, y'all could keep that. Who the fuck wants a toxic relationship? Y'all are different. So, ladies, don't make that call unless you're in danger for real, for real. And definitely don't make the fake call because you're mad. Fuck that, I'm gonna get you beat up because you cheated on me. That's your relationship business and your relationship drama. Don't call your father and your brother for that shit or your uncle for that shit. You got cheated on, deal with it. Leave them, break up with them. That's relationships. Right now, somebody's getting cheated on. Right this very second. Your girl, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, somewhere in the world, you're getting cheated. Somebody in the chat could be getting cheated on right now. Okay, it's relationship drama. Deal with it. Don't try to get somebody beat up. All right, and fuck around, put yourself in jail too. And if somebody made a call for this, it's not just the shooter that might get in trouble. You just never know how this plays out. All right. That's what I wanted to talk about for T Hood. Rest in peace. Learning topic for all of us to remember to be careful. Karl Malone's in the thumbnail. Why is Karl Malone here? So Patrick Beverly didn't know. How old is Patrick Beverly? Let's pull that up. Let me pull that up real quick. How old is Patrick Beverly? Let me see. Let me see how old Patrick is. 37. You old enough to know, nigga? You old enough? I mean, it is definitely a different era, the mailman, right? Definitely a different era. But he got a 13-year-old pregnant. Okay. Shout out to Rome, man.
Where's the play?
You think Karl Malone is. But what about his off the court stuff? You know, does that factor in at all?
I really don't know a lot of off the court stuff about Karl Malone.
He got a 13-year-old pregnant.
When you said 13-year-old pregnant, was he 16?
I think it was a grown-up. He was 20 and he got a 13-year-old pregnant. That doesn't seem cool to me.
Look at Pat's face.
Wow. I didn't.
The kid did go on to go to the I think the NFL. Demetrius Bell was his name, but I don't think Karl Malone was in his life at all, and he said he treats it like his mom went to the sperm bank.
Wrong. That threw me the fuck off. Like I
think he's top 20 greatest players to play.
You think Karl Malone?
Isn't it crazy how the off the court shit? You don't hear people putting Karl Malone in their top 20. Pat was just doing that. I don't know if you ask him again a month from now if he still will. And that's what happens, right? I can't think about the last time I heard somebody do a top 20 and mention Karl Malone, the mailman. Him and John Stockton tore shit up. He never got a ring, but he is one of the greatest power forwards of all time, right? Of course, you got the Tim Duncans and the Kevin Garnett's and people like that pass him. But think about it. Karl Malone is one of them niggas, but because of his off the court shit, he is mentioned in a very, very minimized manner. I don't really see him at a lot of shit. I think he went underground to it. I think he kind of stayed off. I don't know. But I pulled up if he was in the Hall of Fame. I was curious if it kept him out. It says yes, he is in the Hall of Fame. He was inducted in 2010. All right. Of course, he played for the Dream Team 1992 as well. Okay. The greatest team ever assembled, some would say, many would say. But yeah, he was inducted in 2010, widely regarded as one of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, ranking second all time in scoring, a 2-time NBA MVP, a 14-time All Star. Yeah, one of them guys. The reason why behind the head dunk and layups, that comes from him. Now let's talk about the 13-year-old. Karl Malone was accused of impregnating a 13-year-old girl in 1983 when he was 20 years old and a college student at Louisiana Tech University. Key facts: the girl, Gloria Bell, gave birth to a son, Demetrius Bell, who would later go on to play in the NFL. Malone did not face criminal charges, likely due to how the legal system handled statutory R cases at the time back then in Louisiana. He reportedly initially denied paternity, but DNA tests later confirmed that he was the biological father. For years, Malone had no relationship with Demetrius, though Demetrius has spoken about publicly as an adult. So college thing. I guess his excuse would be, I was 20, I was young, I was dumb, 13-year-old, big mistake. You saw Patrick Beverley's reaction there, and you also got this girl pregnant. Big mistake. But he obviously continued. He wasn't an all-star MVP at the age 20. He went on to have this illustrious career. History now continues to bring this more to the forefront, though, of this being on his name. Still in the Hall of Fame already, though, and he went in 2010. All right, and the son made it to the NFL, so that's dope for the son. But could never gloss over that, man. And this is why me included, many people stay away from Karl Malone's name. It just is what it is. All right. Shout out to Checks and Balances. I saw this one come up when it comes to Tupac. I'm gonna tell y'all where I stand on this. Allegedly, Suge Knight drops what some people consider a bombshell as far as the night that Tupac and him was shot out in Las Vegas.
Suge Knight just revealed why and who was responsible for shooting at him and Tupac. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is right here. Listen.
When it came to us getting shot in Vegas, that was a crooked police along with some crooked ass, rat ass gang members that was mad because Tupac fired you. And y'all fired back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to tell you guys this. I think this is what Keefy D was trying to say in so many words. Why do I believe Suge in saying this?
So salute to him. This podcaster here, he believes Suge. And I played the audio like 3-4 times. I couldn't even be 1000% accurate as to what Suge said. It sounded like what Suge said. Pac fired, and then they fired back, or the crooked cops or something. So he definitely ain't talking about cops shooting. I mean, Pac shooting at somebody that night. That's never been reported. That's never right. Is he talking about any police that got in trouble through court cases that Pac had in the past? I know we all know that Pac shot police, right? I don't know what the fuck Suge is talking about. All right, fuck it. I don't know what the fuck Suge is talking about. But if you look at the comments of this video, first one here says, I couldn't hardly hear who killed Tupac. This one says he didn't reveal shit, LOL. So I don't know what this podcast is going on saying, like, I believe it, like as if this big bombshell dropped. This is what I believe here. This comment here. Shout out to Frankie the Don. Says, that's a damn lie. Everyone who tapped into Compton or the streets know Baby Lane, a Compton Crip, killed Pac. Things are not that deep as this is gangbanging in the 90s. Life is no game. Pac was a rich 20-something-year-old who was set tripping in public. Bloods jumped a reputable Crip, and a Crip spun the block and the story. Can we get the crooked cop stories, East Coast, West Coast shit out of our heads? It's not that deep. Tupac was smart, a smart revolutionary, and had the spirit of Black Panthers running through him, but he still was what in today's age we can call a crash out or a YN. Me personally, shout out to checks and balances, but I don't think that this is breaking news or revelation from Suge. Suge has been incarcerated talking a lot of shit. And Suge kind of got a little bit of that whack 100 shit to him, where you can't believe everything he says. Sorry, Suge, that's your fucking reputation. You're not the most credible source of information in the world, buddy. All right? I'm sorry. And yeah, the ghost story stuff, East Coast, West Coast. Okay. Diddy. By now, Diddy would have been fucking charged. If Diddy ever gets charged, it's only because Keefy D in there just being the rat snitch, trying to self-preserve himself person that he is, and he just puts Diddy in it. Did Diddy want something to happen to these people? Was it real bounties put up on chains? I believe so, right? I believe so. What was it? Real beef between Death Row and Bad Boy? Absolutely. Shit. Even in a trial, one of Diddy's assistants talked about a story of Suge and them is up at the burger spot. Somebody comes home and says, yo, to Diddy, yo, them boys is up there at the burger spot. He loads up the Escalade. They got guns on the lap or whatever, and they go spin. But by the time they get there, Suge and them had already left the spot. That Bad Boy and Death Row shit was a deadly beef, bounties, problems. Big is out here dropping songs called Who Shot Ya. I'm just saying. Yeah, they another viral picture went around the other day. A picture of Tupac's ring and Biggie allegedly wearing the same ring after the Quad Studios shooting, I think, or something like that. I'm just saying, the beef between Bad Boy and Death Row was a real thing. But we see the footage, Mike Tyson fight night. Pac ran over there, and that's why some people say that was a crash. Or you could just say he was thugging. You could say he was sticking up for his boys because somebody went and tapped him. That happens. That happens. King Von allegedly sitting in that parking lot. His boys tell him, yo, Quando and them over there. He gets out and he goes. He activates. I told y'all a little mini story. I didn't get into details about the club warehouse the other night. Situation was me and Shata up on stage having a good old time. My man Aaron walks up to us. He tells us that something happened, and then we go. And then the shit got deadly outside. You know what I'm saying? And we go. You know, you could be minding your business. Pac was and tap, yo, what's up over there? It's like you just go like on instinct, like I'm riding for my people. But sometimes it's not going to go your way. And if you stomped out a shooter, everybody says that Lane was he was like that. He was like just like the same guy that killed Nipsey Hussle. Everybody says these people are really shooters. These people are really like that. They might take an L, they might get stomped out, but now you into it with a shooter for real. And they say he spun the block. And all the stories of the girls hanging out the windows, oh, that's Pac, that's Pac. And then they say, who? And Keefy D and them say, oh, okay, there goes the car. And they turn, and then they shoot up the car. Stop all the ghost stories as well of Suge setting it up. Who the fuck sets up a shooting when they're in the same fucking car? Who takes that risk? Look at that BMW that was shot up with Pac and Suge. You see all the bullet holes all over the place? It's not like the movies where somebody has the sniper rifle and there's one shot that goes through perfectly the window and travels in the air and the timing so sniper on point and then hits Pac. No, it's some real life hood shit. They pulled up alongside the car. Boop, 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 boop. Suge could have died that night too. So don't try to convince me that Suge did it. I'm cool on that. Don't try to convince me that the cops did it. I'm kind of cool on that too. I'm not saying the cops don't got a lot of grimy shit on cop history, but I'm kind of cool on that too. You know, I think that we saw the footage and dude spun for real. And then he lost his life later on in something separate. All right. And Keefy D thought that he could be out fucking on Vlad and all these interviews talking about it. And then they snatched his ass because you wanted to be in the car and talk about all this shit. Suge didn't just drop no fucking bomb. Suge is being Suge. If you ask me, you know. Shout out to Chess and Balances. Do y'all really care about this going around every social media website right now? If y'all do, I mean, for some of y'all that do, I'll play it real quick. Adin Ross reacts to Drake calling him daddy. All right.
Walk the other day, I ran into like 4 guys. They spun the fucking car around. I was like, oh man, fuck, I got booked. And they got out of the car and they were like, yo, Montreal, bro. It was love. Came back Quad Boys, you know?
Wait, what time? Wait, where are you right now?
I'm outside, daddy.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy.
wait, what?
It's late. It's like 2 a.m.
Come on, people. We got to grow up a little bit. We got to grow up. I know this is the pause and no homo, and then somebody edited the Meek clip right there with Diddy, and Diddy is looked at as a bisexual man today, right? Well, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like if Drake just says a little, I'm outside, daddy, like, what are we doing? This got to be going around because of the people that's on Drake's heels, and there's a lot of people that's on Drake's heels post Kendrick battle. I get it, but y'all know me, man. This is what I need y'all to trust me to be. Kendrick kicked Drake's ass, and there's a lot of shit that Drake has done post battle that I don't fuck with on multiple levels. But you want me to get up here and now what? Call Drake gay? Like, just say he's Diddy now? It's just like it's not Diddy and Meek. Now it's Drake and Adin. We gotta grow up, man. And I told y'all back then, not trying to stick up for Diddy, but the truth is, especially like maybe was it more Harlem? It definitely was happening in New York. It's old school slang. It's not the coolest to try to use today. And that's the difference. People were saying daddy as slang for a second. It never was my cup of tea. Here's another one that was a little fruity, if you ask me, or nah. Some of you battle rappers got it in your battles. I thought that was a little fruity, but I'm not immature to the point where I'm be like, oh, yo, you bisexual because you said that when that was popular, when it was a thing. People sometimes just jump on slang or jump on waves. Or nah. Are we going or nah? But it doesn't make you weird. Like you just jumped onto the train of fucking slang popularity for a moment. Like the fuck you want me to do? All right, get this Drake shit out of here, people. It's not important. All right, whack 100. If you got a few people fooled on the internet, you and 607 Unk, then the people that you fooled are fools. Okay, this is clearly an acting job. Whack 100 pulled up to 607 Unk's house to press him. This is clearly a acting scene. All right, but we'll play it.
Yep. Yeah, 607 Unk. That nigga address.
He's acting like he's looking at the addresses, right? While he's looking at his phone. Good. You're not a good actor. Whack, not at all. That's not your field.
Yeah.
Some Tubi shit he's on right now. Real talk.
Hey, listen, homie. One thing about the exposers, we know how to find the Negro. I did this once with American Cholo.
And you was looking on the other side of the street. No, you know it's even and odd, you liar. Am I too over analytical to point that out?
Get on my nerves enough, I'll pull up on you.
No, you won't.
No.
Okay. So 607 Unk was standing. You pulled up on somebody. He must have been standing at the door because he opened the door in 2 seconds after the knock. Not even 2 seconds. 1 second. 1,000. And then the door opens. All right. Sneakers on, dress. I got my chain on around the house. I got my podcasting cup in my hand. Right. And look what's on the doorknob, people. It's a fucking key lockbox, you idiots. 607 and Whack. You know what a key? Has anybody ever either rented a property out or gone and seen a rental and it was already vacated by the owners or the people that live there? With the realtors, they get key codes. So if I'm a landlord and I have a vacant property and I want it to be shown for somebody, a tenant to be brought in, right? I give the realtors that are going to show my property the code, and I put the key in a lockbox. And when the realtor gets there, they put the fucking code in, they get the key, and then they can open up the fucking door and then walk the potential tenant around the house to show them the crib. There's a lockbox on the fucking doorknob, you idiots. So, and 607 Unc, I don't even think you live. I'm not hating. I just don't think that you have, like, the zip code of that street looks a little nice. that house looks a little, I don't think that you're there yet. And that's not hating. I'm just looking at what you're doing on the internet. And I think you guys staged a nice property to stunt. That had and maybe you guys acted like you wanted to rent this place or go see it, and you used it for your fucking skit, because they're not going to do a skit with somebody's real fucking address, right? Or real house, right? So I'm not as much mad as 607 Unc and Whack about this video, because it's content. Have fun, make videos. You guys have done things like Whack has done things on the internet where it was clearly for content. Adam 22 just got whatever by the FBI, and it was content. Cool. But I'm more mad at the people that's watching this video, and this is going around talking about, ooh, Whack 100 pulled up on 607 Unc. 607 Unc really ain't like that, and Whack 100 really, he'll pull up to your crib, and the exposers out here pulling up 607 Unc's address. I'm more let down by you idiots. It's just a video. Let's just be entertained and leave it at that.
Yeah, what's up, nigga? Yeah, ain't nobody thinking what's up. I mean, listen, I told you I needed to holler at you. Why you get out of it? That don't matter. I'm hearing that. Now listen, I could have came in at night. What?
You gonna come in?
What's up with that cup?
You gonna come in, or you gonna stay out there?
Don't touch me with that cup.
You gonna come in and stay out there? You gonna come in and stay out there? We good. Come
on in.
Yep. Yeah, it also just happened to have a cameraman that gets let into. You let the cameraman inside your house. You let Whack 100 in, and he supposedly shows up to press you. Come on, internet, be a little bit smarter. Let 607 and Whack just made their content without falling for it, you idiots. All right. Let's do music and movies. Now, normally when we get into the music and movies, I'll pull up some DVDs and some CDs, right? Instead, I got a top 50 worst rap of all time list, and I got a top 100 best movie list of the 21st century. So let's check that out. Let's see what we got going on there. Let's do the worst rapper list first. All right, who published this list? Hold on. Does it say? Oh, Royce is up in here. Royce 59 got a comment in here saying, damn, they're relentless. Yeah, there's some bullshit. Any other blue checks that I see in here? There's some bullshit on this. I glanced it and I was just like, what the fuck are they talking about? All right. So number one, they got Silk the Shocker. He's definitely not the greatest rapper of all time, but does he deserve to be number one? I've heard worse. I've even heard worse battle rappers than Silk the Shocker. But I would hate to be number one. That's always going to stand out the most. So Silk the Shocker, man, you need to speak to whoever made this list. Lil Yachty, I don't listen to Lil Yachty really, to be honest. So if somebody got him number two, it's whatever. Master P, he's not number three. If you got Master P at number three, then where's Baby going to be? Birdman. Because Birdman is one of the worst rappers of all time when he writes his own shit. OJ the Juice Man. Hey. Number four. Number five, they got Lil Flip. I don't appreciate. Lil Flip is also a freestyle king. That alone should not have him on this list. He's a freestyle, like he's known for that. Like just on the spot freestyling on some super nat shit. I don't think Lil Flip should be on anybody's top 50 at all. Like, show some respect to Lil Flip. Lil Pump, I don't listen to him. I don't know. Smoke Perp, don't listen to him. 6ix9ine. Dare I say 6ix9ine is not top 10 worst rapper? I think that's because people don't like him. And watch this, you lying motherfuckers. We fucked with a lot of his songs before the rat shit. What? He had some bangers. Yo, 6ix9ine had more impactful music than a lot of your favorite lyricists. Let's be real. That motherfucker was charting. He had bangers. His raps are not, he's not Nas, of course, but he was okay. He was all right, man. He's on this list because he's a rat. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. That's why they put him at number 8. Gutter Gutter is a fucking lie. I was there. Gutter Gutter is a fucking lie. Is his mixtape series the Gutterville shit, right? Dare I say that Gutter is nice from what I remember? Gutter's nice. What are we thinking about? Like some of the commercial hits with like Bedrock or something? I don't know. And nobody on Bedrock was bad. But Gutter's Gutterville mixtape series. Are you lying to me with Gutterville on this fucking list? Diddy, you belong on the list simply because you don't even write your shit. But sometimes you do. And when you could tell the difference, like when Birdman, uptown, downtown every day, nigga, running around trying to get the trill, nigga. I'm finna eat me a trill burger. Like it's like, oh, you could tell Birdman, yeah, you wrote that shit. You should have had help on that one. And same thing goes for Diddy. You could damn near tell when it's like, ew, that's you. Ew. Waka, leave Waka alone, man. I don't know Coi Leray like that. Birdman definitely belongs on the list. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, like a heart phone, deadly and lightly. Would it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn out the lights and I'll glow. Do the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal. Cut up the shit and like a candle. Hit me when it comes to getting mine. And that's Vanilla Ice. That's Vanilla Ice in the 80s, right? No, Vanilla Ice is out rapping some of you niggas in the 80s. Because all of y'all know Ice Ice Baby. I'm not the only one that knows the fucking lyrics, you liars. Vanilla Ice is not great. But I don't got him in no. Listen, you know what it is? For anybody that's on a serious note watching me go down this list and you're just like, yo, ARP, what is you on? It's because I've consumed so much music since hip hop started. So much. I've listened to a million trash rappers. So I have an expansive library in my mind. And even some people that are on this list that are shitty, I know I could go pull out 10 people worse than them. So it's just some of it is my own catalog, y'all. So bear with me. Kid B, I don't remember him. Yeet, I don't remember. Benzino's he's cornier now. He was actually better in his Made Man days. But I know a lot of rappers worse than him too. Plaz got some hit rap songs. I'm not talking about his ran off on a plug twice days. That's the evolution of Plaz when he started going towards the women more, you know. But his scruffy, I'm a gangster, I'm a goon voice, like when he's on like Khaled symphony songs and shit. Yeah, he has some verses. Nah, Plaza's okay, man. For what his style and his lane, Plaza's okay. I don't know Blueface's music like that. Cardi B, didn't y'all just give her verse of the year? What was it her shit with Glow? Didn't y'all say her single with Glorilla, that was verse of the year? So how did she end up on a top 50 worst list? I don't understand. Little B, yeah. You got me here. Little B should be on the list. A top 50 worst. He should be. Gunna doesn't belong on the list. Chief Keef is not a good rapper, but his drill style and what he shoots for, I don't like him on the list. That's maybe, I don't know. I don't like Chief Keef being on the list, but I can understand why they got him there. Soulja Boy, I've never been a fan really of him, so if you got him now, you're mad. Manny Fresh belongs on the list. Yes. Nick Cannon does not belong on the list. He's not no top 26 worst rappers of all time. That's somebody hating on Nick Cannon. Chingy's not one of the worst top 27 either. It's just, once again, I think he's unliked. There's some people on here that's because like a 6ix9ine and Vanilla Ice and Chingy, that's because you guys are unliked. The Lunatics, some of them is okay. I don't remember enough of their shit to make a judgment there. Bow Wow is I think that's see, y'all, I see what y'all did with this list. I do. C Murda, G Herbo, nah. Riff Raff, y'all don't like him. French Montana, see, the thing about French got hits, but French is a New York rapper. And he's got like that, the way he talks and the way he raps. It's like that slower, speed up a little bit, right? Are you processing fast? Like he's got, it comes across like that a little bit. So I don't like him on the list, to be honest. All right. Yin Yang Twins, Mike Jones, he's not a good rapper. Okay, I understand. Lil Uzi Vert, I understand. Flo Rida and Pitbull do not belong on the list. Pitbull can rap. Flo Rida can rap too. Young Thug, I don't like him on the list because I know what he. It's kind of like how I feel about Chief Keef. Like you guys are going after a certain type of purposeful sound. Petey Pablo is not one of the worst rappers ever. Gucci Man, I could almost accept him in the top 50. Designer, y'all don't like him, but when he first came out, especially with Panda, all y'all was singing it. Tony Yayo, he's not a top 50 worst rapper. Tom McDonald, don't know him. Future, once again, kind of like Young Thug and Chief Keef to me. He's doing something purposeful in a certain lane, so I don't like him there. Iggy, I don't know her music enough. Nelly, I don't like Nelly on the list. I'm offended with RZA being there. One of the best songs of all time. He might have my second favorite verse on the whole track, Triumph. Triumph is literally one of the best hip hop songs ever. And once you get past Deck, who is one of the best rap verses in hip hop history on Triumph, God to the wooden soldiers. These type of punks couldn't hold us. 1,000 men rushing in. Not one nigga was sober. Perpendicular to the square. We stared through like flare. Escape through your dragon's lair. In particular, my bees travel like a vortex through the spine to the top of your cerebral cortex. Make you feel like you're busting from raw sex. Enter through your... What? RZA's got some verses. Bobby Digital as an album is dope. I don't like RZA on his list. What's wrong with y'all? Playboy Cardi. Can I put him in the same the excuse that I gave for Future or Chief Keef? Can I give Playboy Cardi that excuse? I don't know. Eazy-E is on this list because you're looking at it from a 2025 perspective. Oh shit! Here come the motherfucking cop. So I did, and I hop that type of style. It was that era, you know. He wasn't supposed to be that advanced back then, especially when West Coast had that type of style. West Coast wasn't when the West Coast first started getting onto the scene. We didn't really see them too much as like the lyricists, like the lyricism or the lyrical reputation of the West Coast came with I mean, Snoop was pretty lyrical, you know, when Doggy Style dropped, right? But you got the Rascasses and the Exhibits and, you know, people like that added another layer of, no, we rap out here. And then, of course, later on, you got the Games and then the Today, like the Kendricks and all that. But when the West Coast first came, the style of rap and the genre was gangster music, gangster rap, right? It was about just talking some tough gangster, the government wants to ban your music type of shit, NWA type of shit. And that's how Eazy-E rapped, right? So back then, I wouldn't put him on the list. Today, I would, 2025, because I'm listening to it with a 2025 ear and I understand. NBA Youngboy, half the time people don't know what the fuck he's saying, so I understand why they put him on the list too. I just went through all 50 for you guys. I don't know if I said anything that you guys super disagree with or agree with. I don't know. I wasn't watching the chat. I don't know if the chat is over here mad at me for anything that I'm saying. I don't know. We got a St. Louis native in the chat right here that says Country Grammar went diamond sticking up for the Nelly shit. Did I say anything that pissed anybody off? Oh yeah, E40 as well. Did I say anything that pissed y'all off? Let me scroll up a little bit. Yeah, that's another thing about Eazy. Yeah, you better leave RZA alone before I block you from this chat. Eazy-E is fires in here. Tip drill. Yeah, they bugging on putting RZA. Are you kidding me? I could understand RZA catering to certain type of ears. I could understand that. You tried it. I'm cool with that. I understand. I gotta look more at this chat later on, or definitely the comments. Somebody might be in there roasting me for some shit I'm saying. All right, now let's see if anybody else gets pissed off. Let's go to the movies now. Now, I think the worst pisses people off more than the best, or maybe I'm wrong. You never know. All right, the New York Times released a list of 100 best movies of the 21st century. The 100 best. Once upon a time, it's still on the channel. I did a stream of like my personal 100 best movies of all time or favorite movies of all time, there's a difference between favorite and best, people. There's a difference. When you say favorite, that's a personal thing. Like if you say who's the best NBA player of all time, I'm going to say Michael Jordan. If you say ARP, who's your favorite basketball player of all time, I'm going to say AI. AI is not better than Jordan. Okay, that's two different things. So I did a stream on like I think my top favorite 100, and I think I pulled every DVD on the stream as I was doing it, or maybe I was in my top 100 from my actual list that I have. I forget, but it's on the channel. And I think my list is different if I was to do that today. All right. So disclaimer for anybody that goes and finds that fucking video that's on the channel. But New York Times list 100 best of the 21st century. Let's check it out. Number 1, we're already arguing. Parasite. Now, Parasite is a classic. Did you see it? It's unique. Its tone, its delivery, the storyline, it's dope. The twist. Parasite is a classic movie. But there's just so much that I want in front of it. But now let me also factor in what I just said, ARP. Take your own fucking advice. This is not my personal favorite of how I gotta look at this. They're looking at it as a best. So as far as just an overall piece of art, I could see some big critics putting Parasite in top 10. If you haven't seen it, I see where they're going. But personally, it's not in my top 10. Okay. Mulholland Drive. I never seen it. There Will Be Blood. I never seen it. In the Mood for Love. I don't think I've ever seen it. Moonlight. I never seen it. I heard there was some weird stuff about that. No Country for Old Men. Dope. Let's go, number 6. Let's go. Is it in my top 10? I don't know. I don't think so. No, it's not. I went from I don't know to I don't think so to no, it's not. In a split second. It's not in my top 10, but it's a classic. No Country for Old Men. I like to see it on the list. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. How many of these movies on this list am I never going to see? I'm going to have to watch my own stream back later on when I need to find a good movie to watch. Get Out is not top 10. It's not top 20 to me. Oh, wait, hold on. My bad. I'm thinking of Us. Us, I think, is like hit or miss. Get Out. Get Out is dope. Get Out is dope. It's not in my top 10, but Get Out is dope. I never seen Spirited Away, The Social Network. Yo, y'all might be mad at me. I know what The Social Network is. I know what it's about and everything, but I never sat down and watched it. Mad Max, Fury Road, great movie. The Zone of Interest, never seen it. Children of Men. Children of Men, which one is that? No, it's definitely not City of Men. Because that's the same creator as a City of God. I don't know if I've seen Children of Men. Inglourious Bastards. I love this in the top 20. I love Inglourious Bastards in the top 20. I do. City of God. I love that in the top 20. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I'm not mad. Brokeback Mountain. I literally never seen it. Is it that one or Moonlight or both of them where people say that it's about some funny stuff? I never watched Brokeback Mountain, and I'm not being insecure. Nothing like that. I just never watched it. Y2 Mama Tambien. Never seen it. Zodiac. It's a good movie. It's a classic. I say The Wolf of Wall Street classic. I ain't mad at people putting that in the top 20. That's a classic movie. I never The Royal whatever. I never seen that. Grand whatever Hotel. Never seen it. Boyhood. Don't remember if I seen it. Her. Don't think I seen it. Phantom Thread. Anatomy of the Fall. Adaptation. The Dark Knight in the top 30. Dope. You can move that up a little bit. Come on now. Come on, let's get Dark Knight at least in the top 20. Arrival, the Lost in Translation, The Departed. I like that on any list. The Departed is such a classic movie. Bridesmaids, A Separation, Wally. Wally's a big movie. A Prophet, American Sniper. In the top 36, American Sniper. Let me think. Is American Sniper better than a Hurt Locker? Is American Sniper better than a Black Hawk Down? Is American Sniper better than what's the one with Tom Hanks? Pretty much what I'm going through is a bunch of war-related movies that might be better than American Sniper. I like American Sniper on the list. I just feel like the moment you put that, it makes me start thinking about movies that could be ahead of it in that realm. Black Hawk Down is ahead of American Sniper, of course. It may be Hurt Locker. Do I take Hurt Locker over American Sniper? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. Call Me by Your Name. Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Never seen it. Lady Bird. Yee Yee. I haven't seen those. The Master. Don't know. Old Boy. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Fuck no. I think that's one of Quentin Tarantino's worst movies. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I don't even like it in the top 100. Visually, it's dope. He's always gonna nail that. But that's a trash movie to me. And the ending is just like, what are we like? I was cool on that. Get that out of here. That's the first thing I have a big problem with. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Moneyball, Roma, Almost Famous, The Lives of Others, Before Sunset, Up. Up is in the top 50? 12 Years a Slave. That might make you cry, B. Fuck that. And the way that movie ends, I think that should tear me up. You know the movie that made me tear up the most that I can remember? Fruitvale Station. This is before Michael B. Jordan was really a star, right? When we just knew him from The Wire. I was in Fruitvale Station in the theater. I saw it in Times Square. I went on my lunch break, sat in the theater dolo, watched Fruitvale Station. And when he got killed towards the end in that subway station, they did such a good job of building up how he was turning over to being a good kid and he was on the right road. And they did such good job. That's what it was. They built it up to be so heartbreaking when he got killed. And I remember I was in there, B, and the instrumentals and everything in the movie dropped out. And it like they kind of did that scene, like they had a lot of silence in the scene. And all you could hear in a whole movie theater was sniffling. People, I swear to God, that's all you heard in the theater. I'm telling you. And when I was tearing up in there too, that shit got to me. It hit a nerve for me, B. I ain't gonna lie. That shit had me tearing up. And I remember I was walking back to work. And I left that day and I was pissed. And I was mad the rest of the day. I was just mad, man. Because it's a true story too. It's like piss you the fuck off. But anyway, 12 years a slave, I think, has a tear-jerking ending too. Dope entry. Borat, The Favorite. Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth, the first half of it builds up so dope, and then I think it falls off. And it's definitely a visual spectacle. But it falls off. They built it to the perfect point, like this is going to be a timeless movie, and then the second half of the movie is just like, damn, you didn't tie it together the right way. To me, in my opinion. Inception, I love it on the list. Conceptually, visually, acting wise, pace wise, development, everything. Leonardo DiCaprio does not do shitty roles. You're gonna catch a Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of Wall Street, The Departed, and Inception. He only does dope shit. Like you're gonna look at like a Samuel L. Jackson and be like, you are one of the GOATs because nobody has a resume like you. Like you probably did the most films, right? But you got some trash on your shit, Sam. You took some trash roles and you took some trash scripts and movies. Not Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio is like the guy that just says that script. Nope. Let me read that one. Wolf of Wall Street. That's a classic. I want the classic shit. Gotta respect him. Inception, absolutely. Punch Drunk Love, don't know what that is. Best in Show, Uncut Gems, Tory. What is that? Whiplash, Kill Bill. I like Kill Bill on the list. They got 1. Is anybody on here gonna say that 2 is better than 1? Oh, so 2 had that whole build up where she kills the master. Well, no, not kills him. Learns from the master, breaks out of the coffin, kills what's her name? Bud gets killed. Then the snake fight, the killing of Bill. That whole scene with Bill, even before they started fighting and everything, is all epic. The way it's led up with her, like with the poison in her leg and shit. Getting the sword made for her. And then part 1, you know, the shooting at the church, the hospital when she's being awed in the hospital and everything, how she escapes the hospital. The fight scene with Vivica in the kitchen, the kid coming home. Oh, the Crazy 8 fight at the end of 1. Fuck. Damn. I don't know. But you think about it, I don't know how to scale 1 versus, I don't know. Shit. Both classic. But that's what gets me, is because when I see 1 come in on the list, I start thinking to myself, okay, what's up with 2? And 2's not even on the list from what I've seen at all. That's the type of shit that bugs me out. I don't know. That's weird. All right. Memento, Little Miss Sunshine, Gone Girl, Oppenheimer. I don't remember some of these. Spotlight, Tar, Hurt Locker's on here. All right, there we go. It shouldn't be that far from American Sniper though, but Under the Skin, Let the Right One In, Ocean's 11. The Ocean series is one of the most clever. That's what I always loved about the Ocean movies, the cleverness to it. I like it on the list. Carol, I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm not seeing any horror. Unless some of these movies that I didn't see the titles are actually horror. Where's the standout horror flicks? Old Brother, Where Art Thou? Never seen it. Everything Everywhere All at Once. After Sun, The Tree of Life, Volver, Black Swan. I'm surprised I'm not seeing like a Lion King and shit. Some of these super timeless. The Act of Killing, Inside. No Silence of the Lambs type shit. Anchorman, Past Lives, Lord of the Rings. Yes! Get some Lord of the Rings on there, baby. One of the greatest series of all time. One of my top 3 favorite movie series of all time. Lord of the Rings and Hobbits. Epic movies. Glad to see any entry from Lord of the Rings making the list. Now, the Fellowship, Fellowship of the Ring is not the top 1. Not the best one to me. But just glad to see them make an entry. The what? Never seen that. And then what? Francis Ha, Fish Tank, Gladiators, dope to see on the list. Michael Clayton, Minority Report, The Worst Person in the World, Black Panther, Gravity, Grizzly Man, Memoirs of Murder, Superbad. Okay, so we got no hood classics. Anybody notice that? We don't got no fucking Dead President. We don't got no Menace. We don't got no Boys in the Hood. We don't got no New Jack City. We don't. Really? We couldn't get one hood classic? Why am I saying hood? Fuck that. We couldn't get one of those classics? No Casino? No Goodfellas? No Scarface? No Lion King? In 100? I'm surprised. No Predator? No Terminator 2? No Heat? Let me look around. I would love Hateful Eight to be up there. Let me look around. No Bad Boys? No John Wick entries? There's a personal one for me. No Sin City? That's a personal one. I love Sin City. No Usual Suspects? No? No Kaza Sose gets to rock? Huh? I'm gonna leave it alone. I could do this for days. I'm a chill though. All right. Last but not least, then I'm gonna come over to the supers. I just thought this was a cool thing to see. I don't know if this is out now. I don't know if it's coming out later and this is the actual thing. Well, I don't know if this is a concept car, but this shit looks okay, Mercedes.
Let me show you the 5 craziest features on the Mercedes Vision V. Number 1, we've got our world's first Mercedes light up star and light up room.
You can stop once the Mercedes star lit up. Especially for any Mercedes drivers in the chat. I know when you see that. What? Hold on. Bring it back. Oh.
5 craziest features on the Mercedes Vision V. Number 1, we've got our world's first Mercedes light up star and light up rims. Number 2, we've got facial recognition that opens the doors.
I don't care about that. Let me hit my button. I'm good. I don't want to put my
Number
face in nothing.
3, underneath here is our TV. Check it out.
She just kicked her foot on the shit or something.
It's 65 inches.
Some of us don't have 65 inches in our cribs. Yeah, 65-inch joint in the... All right.
And you can even race the AMG 1. Let's go! Yikes. Let's move on. Number 4 is we've got 7 projectors all around the car that gives a fully immersive experience. Check this out. It's on the windows as well. Number 5, our tray table is actually a chessboard. We've got
Fire.
our pieces on the side and
Fire.
chess while enjoying the fire. Okay, guys, which is your favorite feature?
And she just did 5 features. I'm pretty sure there's a ton more, but that's fire, B. Hey, it's out there, people. Who wants one? That's why when the stream ends, you know I'm getting to my little grind, right? I'm trying to be like Hitman and Goods. Want to give me another storefront. Want to give me a spa and salon and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like them niggas. I mean, I'm gonna get up off this stream, man, go work. Nah, this is still work to me. I ain't undercutting. All right, what do we got going on at 7:46? I think that's about the time we went. I think we went live. What time did we go live today? I think it was 7:15, matter of fact. Right. So about 30 minutes in. You look a tad bit worried. What was this one about, Jay? I gotta catch some of these in flight, but I know I do like doing the whole super chat segment. But I catch myself sometimes like, damn, what topic was this? You look a tad bit worried. Was this about the Holla and Mook thing? Or was it me in the face-off when we was playing Holla versus Cassidy face-off? I was worried the whole time. You could see it in the piece that I started playing. I felt it and I seen it developing. And you could feel the energy if you're sitting there, of course. And there was a time when I was like, wait, hold on. I said, hold on a million times, but and then you see Holla turn to me like, hold on. No, we talking. I was just like, let me see if they're gonna be able to get through this together, work this out. But something feels like I need to grab the wheel and turn this purely rap. Can I? No, I can't. Oh shit, I've lost control of the room. Yep, let me just try not to let them get close to each other. That's now my mission. Like, yep, 2 grown ass men. This guy stood up, that guy stood up. He said this, he said that. Up now, I have officially lost control of these 2 guys as far as a face off. Yep, that's it. Now just keep them away from each other. And then even that, I got to a point where I had to give up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trailing them around, I'm following Holla, and then at this time when Cass comes over here, it's things that you don't even see on camera, like, oh, I got to change the angle where I'm standing now, like, oh shit. And then at one point, I was just like, Cassidy was close by the door, and I was like, I think that's my opportunity. And I kind of like grabbed Cass, and I was like, come with me. And he thank you, Cass, for listening to me. You know what I'm saying? And he let me walk him out. You know what I'm saying? I walked him to his car. And if you watch the end of the face-off, you could even hear the audio in my microphone that's still on outside as I'm talking to Cass. You can hear it's in the face-off. I'm just like, yo, where's Cass truck? Like, I just need y'all just go ahead, just get Cass out of here, please, whatever. I'm just talking to people who's driving. I'm like, can y'all just, you can hear it in the audio. And I go back in, and now it's time to calm everything back down. And then we end up doing those other interviews with like Lord Jamar and Hitman and everything, calm things back down. But greatest face-off of all time. Pulverized. We got some classic moments in battle rap for one reason or another, right? Jay, Holla moonwalks on stage on skates and claps heat. Hey, at the end of the day, you're gonna see people that can. Who else is you know who's one of the dopest skaters that I see come across on social media is Usher. Motherfucker took it into some of his shows, right? The Daylights of the world, the Hitmans of the world, like they have like those athletic beings where they could play volleyball, they could skate, Daylight skateboards, they could play basketball, they could play football. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we all see the fucking Hitman skating videos. I can't do that shit. I've been through it to a couple skating parties And I tried, just for sake of being in the midst of everybody. It's a birthday party, everybody celebrating. And I put the skates on. Almost broke I can't really do it. I look like a penguin. Like, so when I see people out there that dancing and all in unison and all that shit. Y'all got it. Especially at this point in my life. Fuck around. Break a hip. AR, I thought you didn't like to hear bars. I don't. And if you listen to when I was talking about it earlier, I said we were just talking and then he just started rapping. So if you call me, like a Big Cannon has done that before, or there's been a lot of rappers over there. They know that about me. Show Off one time wanted me here. So I was Math Ball. No. From a liability standpoint, from an integrity standpoint, from a fan standpoint, I don't like to hear bars. Have I heard some bars over the years? Of course, but I don't like to hear bars. I have the ability to call a million battle rappers and say, let me hear that shit. I don't. But there's been a couple rare occasions where you're standing there on the fucking sidewalk with Hitman and you start talking about the battle and the face-off coming up. And then he just says, I said, and in that moment, I don't go, no, Holla, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, my intrigue caught me for a second. I was just like, but I would never call Holla and be like, yo, let me hear that all three. I want to on September 13th, live in the building. Performed in front of the crowd, in front of your opponent. That's the experience as a fan for me, live or on a stream or whatever. So if Murda Mook called me right now and said, yo, I want you to hear these 3 rounds, like the most I would let him rap to me is like maybe a half a round, like the fan side of me, maybe. If Mook called me right now, like I want to hear the whole thing. And we know that these guys prep and their rehearsal and all that, it's nothing like the battle. Nothing. You got to factor in crowd reaction and all that. I don't want to hear it before. I want to hear it during the war. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not that guy. But I did hear some shit yesterday. I did. Oh, you cheated. You're taking the surprise factor away from yourself. So the 10% that I mentioned, I don't expect to walk into that battle on September 13th at all feeling like I know what's about to happen. Not at all. If I heard 10%, it's 90 for me to like, and you don't know if he shuffles or changes anything. Like you never know. Battlers even change things after face-offs. Oh, he said this in a face-off, or he tweeted me this. I just watched this interview or whatever. You just never know. I remember Big Cannon rapped some of his Big T round to me, and he forced me to listen to this shit. And when I say forced, he like really told me like, yeah, I really like, I know you don't smoke weed, but we gonna get hot. Like he was like that type shit. And I was just like, all right, Can, go ahead. And what killed me is when I watched him versus Big T live in the building. I think it was in Chicago, right? I didn't hear any of the shit that he rapped to me. I'm like, yo, why'd you change all that dope shit? And now here you are, one of the biggest battles of your career, like some King of Chicago type shit moment or kind of promoted battle, and you changed all that. What happened? So that they do that shit too. So the little 10% I heard, who knows if a lot of that sticks? But no, I'm gonna be able to enjoy the battle just like the rest of y'all come September 13th. Man, I'm late. I'm at work. Got busy. ARP mods and members. Hit that like button in the building, brick by brick. Thank you, Cap. Appreciate you, G. Yeah, we gotta work, man. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, everybody got to handle your business. You know what I mean? Some people's multitasking. I want to find somebody in the chat that doesn't even watch the visual of this podcast. That's another reason why we have the Spotify, right? Some people listen at work. You never know. YouTube is a video or website that's banned at the job. Can't even pull it up. But Spotify, like everybody got different situations. So the Spotify link is in the description for our Spotify type people. But somewhere out there's people that don't even watch us or me. Might hear me address something and don't even know that it's from a comment in the chat. Just think that I'm just rambling off on something that random. They can't even see what's on the screen right now. So I got to try to always remember about that. Also from the chat, and that's another reason why I like to stay in the topic and do the supers after, because we got listeners that aren't watching the visuals. But anyway, Jay says, I saw an article years ago that said if Pac wasn't shot again, he didn't want to be resuscitated. I wonder if he could have survived that. Yeah, another cop that said that while he was there on the scene, cop said like his last words was like kind of like "fuck you, pig" or something. I don't know. You never know how much truth to take and stuff like that. Some of these situations they have such big legacies tied to them. You hear the folklore, you hear the stories, you hear the lies, you hear some truth, you get it all. So sometimes you just don't know. But rest in peace, Pac, of course, one of our goats. Where's Gladiator? Yeah, so we saw it come on the list. It came in a little bit later, but that's another one. If you got Gladiator, there no Braveheart. No Braveheart was on the list. You know how it is when we got lists like that, man. There's always going to be something. ARP, do I still have the best interview introduction for you? So when you posted that in our chat, our checks and balances, I just fast forwarded real quick and I was like, oh, this we did. So I didn't listen to the intro. I'll go back and I'll play the intro to see, and I'll let you know. But yeah, me and Cap did an interview together like 7 years ago. That's dope. No Speed. You got Speed top 100? I've always had that's another one. No Matrix. Shit. I was just about to say Keanu Reeves is the most successful worst actor that I know. His line delivery, and that's why Matrix works so good for him, because he's like a robot. You know what I'm saying? Then we're just gonna have to come back for it. It's like, what? He's just horrible with lines, and he's just so good at so many other things, though. So shout out to Keanu Reeves, man. Like, so glad that he's in Hollywood. Don't take that the wrong way. But no Matrix was on there. I don't have to have Speed, though. It's a great movie, but I don't have to have Speed. Yeah, no Love Jones. No black classics. I remember reading on the entire list. That's kind of odd, ain't it? What's good? Akita says, oh my God. Yeah, fuck the list. There goes a top 10 for your ass. No Harlem Nights. Now I kind of want to know who made the list. Because I was just going to breeze past Jay's last comment when I was like, yeah, there's no black classics on there. And I was going to let it go and just move on to the next comment. But now that you make me realize that there was no Harlem Nights either, we might have to track down the person that made that fucking list. And because now there might be something really going on. No Harlem Nights, you bitch ass nigga? That was personal. It kind of was personal, but I was like moving on. I was chilling. The fuck? No Harlem Nights. Yeah. I got some bars for you, Redfish, Bluefish. For me? All right, ears open. Don Bean says this is the best podcast. I don't care. I said it. Thank you, G. They be saying we got a diamond in the rough over here, man. They be saying that. They be saying this is I don't even be seeing any podcasters with this type of format. You know, when you situate our topics, and sometimes we theme through them, or sometimes we just. And I even put a purposeful order to the topics. You know, relevance wise, time wise, theme wise. I try to keep certain things together. True crime with true crime. This with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think I see people with this type of format. But we are unique because we have a unique chat. We have unique members, and you have a very unique host. You know, I'm not the guy that's out here. I see this, and then that's exactly regurgitated. Look, you guys get all of my life experience and opinions in my takes. And you see I get pulled in my thoughts. They just, you know what I mean? Just flight live. I don't got to pre-record. So we got a unique situation for sure. Appreciate you. Thank you, Don B. All right. Those are all the supers. Time is it 9:30? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, be back at 12 o'clock for the Eazy to Block and Head Ice battle cancellation members only video. I got to get a members only join up. It's been a second, so I got y'all. 12 o'clock. Be back. Be back. Be back. And shout out to everybody else. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Aside from that, I will catch y'all 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. All right, y'all. We out.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry True Podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.
Without, I think still got a gun.